Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 350. AAA meeting. Smooth Donut has a nice ring to it. And joining me
for a band.
You say what in the who now?
That's a good name for a band.
Smooth Donut?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
It sounds like a ska jazz.
Ska acid jazz, sir. Get your sub-genre correct. Brought Drunkle here until he actually shows up. But you know who is here? Sinatra. How the hell are you?
Yo. It's my fault we're late. I'm catching up on 3 weeks of not recording, so I'm doing my best to kind of regain some ground on that one.
You forgot to mention limes, Polly, says Festonia. No. And I have lime-based news today. It's, yeah, anybody who wants to get in on some pre-order lime-based... Liminating? I mean, limonade's a thing.
Liminating, yeah, it tracks.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense.
And if chat can't tell, I've been recording speakeasy videos, so I'm a half a sheet to the wind at this point.
Hold on, you're what?
Half a sheet to the wind. Not yet 3 sheets, but working my way there.
I've never heard that say before, and I've been drunk a lot. I'm pocketing that. That's great.
Well, I literally just made it up, so it's yours. You can use it.
All the better then. Fuck. That works with my, hyena laughs last idea. Especially if you say it a little sloppy. I'm like, 3 sheets to the wind halfway from Sunday. People are just like, yeah, I get it. They don't. It's fine.
Polly heard me and Shelly chatting before the show started, and I was like, I need a beer. I got to keep this going. I got to maintain it.
He yells from across the room. Yeah.
I'm starting to record the unboxing video, the parody video that I have planned. I'm like, I need a speakeasy video first to get myself all loosened up and ready.
According to JK, 3 sheets to the wind is pretty common, man. You claiming to make up other people's sayings?
No, 3 sheets to the wind is common. Half a sheet to the wind.
Oh,
is
half
new to me.
All right, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. The goddamn band. So loud. Here, there we go. All right. Yeah, you know what happens when you slowly start introducing changes to your gentleman's sitting room? Everything goes to hell.
Let's see how this looks.
Eh,
Oh, a little typewrite text. Nice.
well, yeah, that's classic 1940s stock ticker style. See what I'm talking about there?
I like the typewrite text.
Isn't that
Good
nice?
background as well. Is that eggshell beige?
That, sir, is actually vintage stained paper that I sampled from online. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going for American Psycho feel to it, you know. Like,
Oh, I get you. The
with
raised
the business
lettering,
card.
the subtle
Yeah, yeah.
taste, the fine taste of the eggshell white off texture. It devastates me.
Damn, before I could even say it, Gen Z is right. Oh, look who it is. The late Limey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, but let's drop him in. There he is. With his adorable little fedora looking, oi, give me your wallet, mate, styling. Nice.
Is that what is that? That's an English fedora. It means I'm like I'm a wily minx. I'm an artful dodger.
A fedorette is what we're gonna call them.
No, it's a
Shitty
bowler
yourself.
hat, but too small,
Part of AAA.
cocked at a rakish angle. You know,
A rakish angle.
You see, rake. See, I would have said jaunty.
could be jaunty. I think more rakish because you are an alley
That's
rogue.
not a fedora.
No, it's a bowler.
That is not. No,
Yeah, it's a
that's
bowler.
Yeah. Also known as a pork pie hat.
Drunkle doesn't know his Britishisms.
Huh.
He doesn't
Well, it's
even know
only
if it
just-
snows there.
It's only just popped up on the screen for me. In my defense.
There we go.
You can't listen to a man who doesn't understand the weather.
You yell at the band, and all of a sudden they stop playing. Bunch of
You.
adolescent
I don't know.
children.
You don't know how rain works, Sinatra.
What evaporates to the sky, then falls back,
That's not rain, is it? That's evaporation.
which makes rain.
Eventually.
Anyway,
like a
all right.
Meteorology 101 for Drunkle.
We had a excuse me. We had a whole thing about fucking rain, and you got schooled, son. You got schooled
By whom?
by me, and then Shelley came in and just went, "I can't believe you don't understand how rain works."
Shelley's retarded. You can't accept anything she says.
Hey, she's a smart girl if she's with you.
I really,
Oh,
I think that would be an argument.
yeah, what?
I
Checkmate,
disagree.
bitch.
I think that would be an argument in the other direction. I am a high maintenance. I'm a high maintenance piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to look at it, right? You know, just don't. I was talking to Eve last night, and she's like, I want you to help me go over this resume that I'm putting together. And I said, you want my help with that? And she's like, well, yeah, you've done a bunch of different styles of resumes, academic ones tailored to specific jobs, and this cover letter's really thrown me. I said, I need your help, Polly. You're like the smartest guy I know. And I'm like, damn, you need to get out more.
Yeah, that is sad, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, you got problems and they're not a resume.
Get on Tinder or something, girl. Jesus Christ.
Straight up accurately ask Chat GPT to write you one. Put your stuff down and ask Chat GPT to write one. I have a friend of mine, Rob's girl. She said she has Chat GPT write everything for her. She doesn't even use Google. It's all the GPT shit. So if you go, I need a 5,000 word essay. Here are my accomplishments, and here's what I do. It will fucking write you the greatest shit you've ever seen. That's the last video I recorded before I started here. Was I had it make me 3 unique new cocktails.
Oh yeah, you said about that. Yeah. Well, do any of them look any good?
They were all delicious.
Really?
Yeah, one was a tequila-esque margarita with a tahini rim.
What's a
Say the
tahini?
One thing.
Tahini is it's a seasoning.
Okay.
Oh, man of the Otter of the world. You don't know what tahini is?
Shadowclaw for a buckaroo says, hey, Snoot, sent you something for Shelly. Should be there Friday. Hope she likes it. Well, what we decided to do was we're going to take the unboxing video, which I already started. Holy shit, I have a lot of... I went there today and they gave me a cart to carry everything out of the post office. We're going to stretch it out over a couple of days. So if you can get it in before, like, next Wednesday, it'll be in the video.
Oh, I see what for start. This is what happens when you try and do too much in one day. All right.
Mm.
Walking out 20 minutes before showtime, and then like, oh shit, I didn't organize anything. So I'm like, so let's watch it.
Oh, I know that.
Yo,
word.
invest in stocks, gamers.
Alright, now just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs.
It's
Polydub.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Baby, it's a habit.
Mr. Thank you for the $25. Getting it started. Love ya. No homo. No homo right back at ya.
Nah.
Yeah.
Some homo.
Well,
Little bit of homo. It's for Stonia, mate. Come on, there's a little bit of homo there. We love the guy.
boom. And would you know what? Just
You
for
didn't.
Festonia,
You didn't.
I'm
You
gonna
didn't.
I'm gonna put the tiny little bowler on top of the limes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. See. At first, I was annoyed. Now I'm petrified. Now I'm happy again. I've got a tiny little limey bowler hat.
What's going on? What's happening? What's the deal? What's the thing? There we go. There we go. There. Pile of
Feels
limes with a bowler.
Tiny little bowler.
Boom.
Yeah.
So, if you'd like to
I'm
upgrade,
really happy about that.
if you'd like to
Polly.
upgrade to the
I'm really
Bergamot, you know how it works. There's the big 25 Xanakin Skywalk with the fucking Goku banger.
I do love that donation. That is a great one.
And
Bowlermont.
yeah, nice. Bowlermont. Yeah, and we have lime-based news today, Drunkle.
Do we really?
Yeah, I saw it, and
Oh,
I'm like, this
Mr. Ambassador.
yeah,
With
this
these
is
Rocher, you are
Drunkle
really
is just gonna
spoiling
love
us.
this one. This is and by love I mean, you know, hate.
Oh yeah.
It's my goal.
I
it's
got-
my
I
goal
got
to
it, I
drive
got it.
you to lonely spite.
I mean, that ship has sailed, brother.
It won't have reached like peak lonely spite until you like sit up in bed in the middle of the night and go, Polly, to the empty room. That's
Am I shaking my fist?
yes.
Aye.
I just did
Yeah,
the
no,
fish shake when I
double
said it.
fisting,
Yeah.
angry. Polly.
Yeah. That's what I mean by lonely spite. You're angry when no one else is there. You stub your toe and you're like, this goddamn couch and my foot in that fucking Polly. Like that's I've won. When
Can you do me a solid there?
what's that?
Could you like make the bowler hat like lime size, so it looks like the top lime is wearing the hat, like a tiny little lime bowler hat,
Like how I put the
For you, buddy? Sure.
the sombrero.
the sombrero
really?
on the.
Oh,
There
You
go.
need to put 5 different bowler hats on those limes.
There you go.
this will yeah. I mean, really? Yeah, that would be ideal. Yeah.
You tell Steve Dave, thank you for the $1.99. Holy crap, that ratio is atrocious. Drunkle, let me borrow that billy cock you got on. I'm about to odd job a motherfucker unless that ratio gets good fast. Smash the like button, you dipshits. You guys remember Odd Job from James Bond?
Yeah, man.
Sinatra
Oh,
remained
Polly,
silent,
that-
hoping
that-
that we would know.
That's beautiful, mate.
I don't. know
Odd
what you're
Job's
talking
he's a
about.
short Asian guy, and he had a bowler hat, and when he took it off, and he would throw it like frisbee-like with pinpoint accuracy, and it had a razor around the inside of the brim, and to demonstrate just how lethal he was, there's a marble statue, in the garden outside of Goldfinger's joint. And he beheads the marble statue with his hat.
A marble statue with a hat. Like the guy was he was a danger to everyone, including himself. Of course, he was called Odd Job, and then there was the parody. Austin Powers had Random Task, who threw a shoe with a razor blade in it. I
Yeah.
believe.
So looking at those all here, Shadow Claw and Joshua Montgomery, happy to have you. Neo Masaki. I'm just thinking,
was that
is
it?
that from a particular anime I liked?
What, Neo
'Cause it's got
Masaki?
Neo in it.
No, I mean not Neo, but Neo Masaki. It sounds like something from like a cyberpunk anime I watched one time. I don't know the animus. Sounds like one anyway. So Neo Masaki.
Masaki.
Yeah.
Neo Masaki, Final Fantasy XIV 14.
Oh, that's why
course.
I did watch.
Tip of the tongue.
I watched. That's when I was watching Final Fantasy reviews because I wanted to get what the hell was going on. Why Final Fantasy? Why people have been talking about this game for years. So 10, 10, 2, and then on and on and on, and then the remake. That's where I started my knowledge. I don't know. Oh yeah, and then Final Fantasy VII I went back to. Not to play, mind you, just watching people's reviews and let's plays of it. That's how I found out what the hell a pulseless sea was.
Can I tell you something that made me irrationally angry?
All right.
I was looking at something on Amazon today and I was going to order it. And I decided not to, but in the checkout screen, Polly, I just sent it to you if you want to pull it up on screen.
Oh,
This
right.
is the shit that I got. Irrationally angry about
good,
this.
huh?
Oh, yeah. When you see it, you'll
Fuck yourself,
understand.
meatball. You can't have this.
It's fighting its way through my VPNs. Just give me a second.
Fighting its way through.
It will reach the surface eventually. Oh yeah, okay, well, chat can see it now. Hold on, give me a sec. I'll bring it up for you guys as well.
I mean, I was bring it up for me. Sinatra presumably has already seen it.
I am aware of what it contains.
You know,
I'm not.
it's that kind of smart assery that hurts trust. All right, there it is.
I'm so mad about this.
Annoying. All right.
Oh God, okay, there it is. You know, great, I've got it up now. I just looked at it and it's like, wow.
Wait, no, but is it annoying or is it a bargain? You know,
Annoying.
depends which,
No, it's
which way.
plain on the face of it annoying.
But I mean, it depends, doesn't it? Because like, is it, you know, ordinarily you'd have to pay $20 for this, but also, you know, hey, we're gonna give it to you for free, standard shipping. You got, you know, look on the bright side of life, mate.
I was so mad about this. I just didn't even order the product. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want it anymore.
We have to figure out a way that we can hurt Jeff Bezos, like actually hurt him. Because when you say, oh, I'm not ordering this $20, $80 item, he's like, oh no. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like
Yeah,
telling
he's like, "Oh,
Caesar
no,
Augustus,
like,
you
here's
ain't
my rent money."
getting that one bronze coin from the far-flung end of your empire. You don't care.
Yeah.
We got
But I mean, I think he would have cared.
Caesar Augustus?
Yeah, as in Octavius.
Yeah, Octavian. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
What?
Yeah, no, because people would have, you know, the people would have appreciated that coin from the far-flung reaches of the earth. You know, it was all fucking bread and circuses, wasn't it?
Well, you know what? Considering what an incredibly powerful control freak he was with the Pax Romana and everything, peace to Rome and quiet to the provinces. Yeah,
I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, if something happened, you know, woo! Yeah, he'd send a legion there just to crush him to make a point. That's how Octavian rolled, right? So,
Yeah, man, it's my favorite of the 12.
Really?
Giveth no fucks.
Yeah, because he was all about the people, mate. He's like, oh, what's that? A fucking really big snake? Brilliant. Capture it. Put it on a street corner so everyone could see it. People were happy, you know?
Oh, they said they were because the Pax Romana told them to. You know what I mean? That's.
Well, then, there you go. That's their evidence right there. They were happy. Why would they lie?
I'm more of a Marcus Aurelius guy, honestly.
Yeah,
Nobody would
you've
ever
always chucked me
lie.
as that.
Do you lie?
I've said that so many times. I've said that so many times. You fucking that pot. Oh yeah, Marcus Aurelius kind of guy. I've said it so many times, and now you've just confirmed. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
And then there's Sinatra. We know he's all about Caligula. That's the way it is.
Oh yeah,
Degenerate orgies, party time. Spend the empty
and or hello.
Yeah, empty
Yogurt
the
falling
emperor's
from the rafters.
coffers on trinkets and baubles. You know, yeah. Start a war with Poseidon. You know.
I mean, clearly, fuck Poseidon up.
Yeah, Poseidon's had it coming for fucking long time, though, mate. Yeah.
Ducky Punch Bandit, thank you for the $5. This guy who played Random Task actually is serving a life sentence for murdering his wife.
No way.
Yes. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right. Going up and Fake Gamer Cat's here. Always happy to have Fake Gamer Cat here. Old School Law, Mason Cornish, Mr. Pickman. Hey, we have donation crawls now. That's right, we do. On old school period correct ticker tape. I try.
You have a ticker tape parade?
Yeah.
Is there a noise like? Is it going like?
I thought about that. I'm like, but who the fuck wants to hear that for the whole time? Maybe I should introduce it when a new donation comes up. The tick, 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 because it's, you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Start with a little
That's
typewriter
good.
noise.
Well, you could use SoundPad for that.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have to hit it every time a pop-up comes.
Yeah. I don't know. You'd have to have some kind of small device that's specifically meant for like a deck for streaming. I don't know. Maybe I should invent that.
It's only
think you may
annoying
be
if you
onto
get too
something there.
many donations, and as we all know, there's no such thing as too many donations.
Yeah, but I would have to have a flood of donations to make that worth it. And hey, well, I'm just kidding. I appreciate everything I get. You guys are awesome. And if you feel like being extra awesome, you can go ahead and push that like button or type a comment below. If you're listening in the future, I get a chance to read all and respond to most. Or if you want to really help, go over to Twitter and retweet the twit that I twatted earlier.
I wouldn't even say that's extra awesome. That's the bare minimum. That's free. All of what you just said was free.
No, the bare minimum is showing up and hanging out in our gentlemen's club here. That's the ladies welcome, of course.
It is nice in here.
Yeah, it's toasty.
Isn't it a kind of a thing that you take your hats off indoors though?
Generally, yes. If any of us had shoes, I would be fine with us keeping them on as well. Now, neither of you have shoes because drunk of your lime, Sinatra just ahead, and I'm an adorable little otter who doesn't need them. So,
Well, when did you decapitate me? Why is the rest of my body stuck under the couch? I don't like this. I feel like I'm in a bad fucking magic trick.
Well, if you like
Plus,
decapitation, I've got some news for you today, buddy.
Oh god damn it!
Fantastic.
Flawless. Plus, little otter shoes. Are you saying that wouldn't be adorable?
I don't know. I'm pretty adorable sitting over there with the gruff face. Somebody asked earlier on in chat. I saw that, but we were talking about the things. Surly Otter again. Can we get a happy otter one day? Okay. Next stream I'll do pleasantly inebriated.
$25.
Yeah. Pleasantly inebriated otter. He'll be like, extra leaned back and a little dazed, but happy. There's Khaleesi. I have done the bare minimum. That's right. I see the hearts flying up on the side. Much appreciated. Molly Okami, I like the new ticker tape. It looks like it should be used by the narc alert by the color scheme.
Oh, that's an ALR channel.
Like Jabba ALR?
No, Amberlyn Reed.
Yeah, Jabba, the Hutt.
Then yes.
The large gluttonous slug,
When has
Yes,
anyone
that one.
ever had to? When has anyone ever said Jabba and then had to qualify it with the Hut at the end of it? I don't.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking of the other one.
Pizza the Hut.
Well, it's a fair point. You never hear Luke the human.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Finn the human.
Well, that's because he was the only one.
That's true. That is true.
Hmm.
But then what about Jake the dog? He wasn't the only dog.
Yeah. Oh wait, so I didn't
He
even
was the only dog that was in the show.
No, his parents were in the show.
Lead dog.
there was no dog in Star Wars.
Lead
up.
dog. Okay.
What dog was there in Star Wars?
Chewie.
Oh yeah, he is supposed to be based on a dog. Fair enough.
Is he really?
Is he really?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, Finn. Shot in the dark. Man.
Yeah. I thought you were
And
being
sometimes
serious
they
about
stick.
that, and you nailed it. Well
Just
done.
like shooting wombats. Hey, kid.
yeah.
I mean, they're not
works.
much bigger than 2 meters. So,
A lot of Spaceballs references in the chat right now, and I appreciate that.
well,
As do I.
it is the authentic spiritual sequel to the original trilogy. The overly expensive corporate fan fiction don't
Merchandising.
count.
They've gone plaid. God, and the most beautiful thing of it as well, they were combing the beach. Hey guys, what you got? We ain't got shit. That was Tuvok, man.
We ain't got shit. That was Tuvok saying that? The guy with the
That was-
pick in the desert?
Tuvok, bruh. That was Tuvok.
Holy shit. I've seen Tim Russ in a bunch of different things, and it's like, holy shit, it's Tuvok. But wow. Well done, buddy. Good eye.
No, I mean, it's really the people of the internet did the digging for me there. But, it was Tuvok. The sad thing as well, when you realise that in Voyager, he was the comic relief.
Holy shit, you're right. Some of the best laughs had on Voyager come from Tuvok's playing the straight man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that takes more comedic talent than people pretend that it does. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
Oh
agree.
yeah.
It's like, oh no,
I mean, look at Drunkle. He can't play a straight man to save his life.
yeah, but it takes incredible
According to my
timing and the
parents,
ability to
I'm
take it. Like,
pretending.
you ever watched a Martin and Lewis routine or a movie? You know, you got Lewis running around like a jackass, yelling and screaming. It's Dean Martin playing the straight man as a contrast that makes it funny. And it's really, really hard to play it straight while this guy's rolling around being a fucker. I mean, who appreciates Lewis on his own? The French. What does that tell you?
Yeah,
The
fuck.
fucking French.
God, that stupid French.
Good God. But TNG Looney Lenny. Well, if you think about it, so if you watch some original series Star Trek, right? Spock as well, playing the straight man.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking comedy there. A lot of the laugh
I,
out loud moments was because Spock was getting needled and he took it with, you know, grace, if you know what I mean, and then would fire back at McCoy with a hot one.
I have recently started watching the original animated series.
Oh, good for you. Seriously, TAS with all the voice
Yeah,
actors. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, underrated, man. And canon.
I mean, it's just terrible. It's fucking brilliant.
Oh, the Fanimation, the studio. Oh yeah, you
Oh, it's
have
fantastic.
you got to get used to it, you know, to zoom in on the characters' eyes as they look back and forth for like 30 seconds straight because they just don't want to animate shit. It's expensive, man. You should
They
see.
got Strange New Worlds has just started, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Which is because you had the lower decks, which I do love as well. By the way, the lower decks fucking fantastic. It's done some of the most Star Trek shit I've ever seen on Star Trek. It's fantastic. And the main, well, I say what started off as the main guy was played by Jack. I want to say Quaid, which is Huey in The Boys.
Yeah.
And there is actually a crossover in that. Where he is playing that character from the lower decks, but it is just, fucking Jack Quaid, which is a shame because I wanted them to fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit it, like have the cartoon in the fucking live action. Like that would have been fucking brilliant, man. But no, they just had a fucking purple haired Huey instead. Have you seen any of it, Polly? I've not.
Lower Decks?
No, the Strange New Worlds.
I may have procured some from perfectly legitimate internet sources. Yes.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Did you watch all of Picard?
No, actually, no. I got to the point where that is
You were
season 3.
vomiting?
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, well, look, season 1.
It
Shit.
It was the big
Season
gay.
2.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Right. Season 3 has actually been pretty decent in comparison. I've been very happy with it. I've got up to the point where all the they've all shown up ready to fucking spoilers ahead, but all the ships have shown up and it's ready to fucking pop off. And I've not watched any since then because that was a couple of weeks ago. I saw that one.
Huh.
But hey, mate, anything with Patrick Stewart in it is going to be good. It's
I
just
mean,
this one.
except the Emoji
Try it.
movie.
Right? We're
What's
number
Patrick?
2. Oh, that's
No.
hilarious. Oh yeah, he's the poop emoji.
Yeah, they got
Oh my god!
knighted award-winning actor Patrick Stewart to play a literal piece of shit.
He must have been sat there going like, "I'm in the Royal Shakespeare Company. I'm a classically trained actor."
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
It's Festonia for 5, says Drunkle. If I dare say, you look great as green citrus. Love ya. No homo. Hey, Festonia. Some homo. Thank you very much, dude.
It's slight homo.
Yeah, a soupçon.
What?
French.
It's
Fucking
French.
French.
Fucking French.
Is that French for like half a fag? What does that mean?
I mean, look, it's your channel, dude. Like...
Well, I was just saying. Remember that?
We call it
Remember that Goodfellas,
So-
Sinatra?
Are we cool with dropping this now here?
No, no, we're not.
No, it's his word.
Yeah.
It's like I've never said as hateful. It's just when someone it's my favorite Louis C.K. bit of all time. It's like I've never called somebody that word in a mean way where I thought they were gay, so I was going to hurt their feelings.
Mhm.
It's always been, why are you acting like such a?
I mean, it's Louis C.K. also, but he was on about the N-word, and he goes, "Don't fucking, what are you saying the N-word? It's like it's not like the F-word. Just say that, you know. Don't hide behind the N-word like a
Did you ever hear him talk about the origin of it?
like bundle of sticks?
No,
What?
he was talking to Patrice O'Neill,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like,
Oh, go on.
the N-word, and he was saying it right to Patrice's face. He's like, the N-word, it was a feeling. Someone just looked at the guy leaning against the wall. It's like, look at that over there.
Right. It was a
but-
feeling.
There's just a feeling somebody had. What reminded me, I completely forgot I did this till Darth Mando in the chat said Polydub dry humor can be some of the funniest. I made,
Oh, hell yeah.
I created a new Norm Macdonald donation sitting at $9, and I think you guys will really enjoy it.
Oh, perfect. I actually found a Norm Macdonald dedicated subreddit on Reddit the other day. I've never been happier.
Really?
It's just, yeah. All his old skits, little people, just like interviews and shit. He was on fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Absolutely smashed it as well.
Who are we talking about?
Norm, dude.
Oh, Norman Donald. I was reading Chad. They're still talking about Patrick Stewart. And I'm like, yeah. Because they're like, oh, he was in American Dad. Nurse Khaleesi says absolutely he was. And then, or excuse me, Family Guy. And everybody was like, oh, yeah, he was in American Dad. Yeah, he has a steady character as Bullock. Stan's boss.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Avery
I forgot
Bullock,
about
yeah.
that.
There was
He
that
seems like
one
a guy who's happy to work, but some of the jobs that get put in front of him, it's like, seriously?
Apparently, he's
Norm,
just
you
got an
got
incredibly
this?
quirky sense of humor. Because he considers
Oh, he does.
Beavis and Butthead to be greatly misunderstood. Very, very funny show. Very, very misunderstood. I think he's just got an oddball sense of humor, so he finds shit like that funny.
You know
But-
what? I'll take the contrarian position here. I don't really care for Beavis and Butthead.
Neither do I. I don't find it funny. I appreciate that you do, but
Look, I mean,
Yeah,
it had its moments. Don't get me wrong, but it was very, say, teenage humor, and you could tell the people that were writing it for their friends as opposed to an audience.
yeah, that stands to reason.
Like Ren and Stimpy, for instance, really had some fucking great moments, but most of it, I mean, exactly the same thing. You can tell that it wasn't for us; it was for him and his mates.
Bookworm Mag, excuse me, I have a cat to pet.
Yeah, you are excused. Go ahead.
You know what? I put stuff on my checklist, my to-do list, just so I can cross it off. Like stuff I'm going to do anyway, as a matter of course.
Yeah.
You ever do that? Like make.
Mate, I put stuff on my checklist that I've already done. Cross it off.
No, okay, that's just going too far.
At the
shit,
bottom
like-
of it, I've also got the very last one is complete list.
Now, this might
That's
strike
the big
some
one,
viewers
right.
as harsh, but
There's Norm.
I believe everyone involved in this story should die.
I'm very happy with that one. Really? Nothing? I thought you guys would like that.
What?
I could hear Polly giggling.
Yeah, I need to turn. Fuck. My
It
sound
it cut off
deadening tech
at the
goes
end.
too high. People can't hear me breathe exasperately. They can't hear me scoff. They can't hear
Sorry,
me.
what? We heard that bit. What? Breathe what? Exacerbated, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't like my words?
Love them.
Okay. It's the English. Always trying to judge you on your lexicon.
Faustonia for 9. There's a dono you need to see. Faustonia, call to action. Love you, totally no homo. I don't believe this no homo thing.
I don't know. I think there's authentic love there, but we're on the internet where everyone's gay, trans, or a groomer or whatever. You know what I mean? Think about it.
Mike Savage said, I heard Polly titter.
I did. There was a definite snicker titter. Okay, I'm 12. What? It made me laugh. It sounded funny. Fuck off.
You mind if I just replay it real quick, see if I got the audio right on it, because it was a little low. I'm going to anyway. Oh,
Now,
never
this
mind.
might strike some viewers as harsh.
Hey, I'm on the ticker. Donated 975. Thank you very much. Hey, I'm on the ticker. And you there. You is there.
How you is?
Yeah, you be. Place where all Italians are ultimately going to end up because they go to Olive Garden and see what's been made of their cultural cuisine, and they're like, no. But,
See how they massacred my boy.
right? Hold on. I gotta make a note to myself. Go ahead, talk amongst yourselves. I just thought thought of a donation.
You can't steal that.
Yeah,
Now,
I
come
can.
on.
Well, you
Oh,
just
you
did
fucker.
dibs.
You fucker. You can't dibs.
Yeah, you can.
I said it. Fuck you, man.
But,
Dibs is international law. If he says dibs, then dibs is legal.
I say Bagsy.
what does that mean?
Well, too
It's
bad
English dibs.
60% of the people here don't know what the fuck that means. Therefore, it doesn't matter.
Well, you know.
Do you guys even have bags in England?
Like
Bangs
carrier
of
bags?
hair?
Like plastic bags or like
Any.
rucksacks?
Oh, whatever,
mean-
guys. Holy shit, I don't even know what you're talking about no more. Okay, listen,
That's
real
not
quick.
bag.
We got Sin's got to get rolling because he is secretly Batman. So when the signal
That's true.
comes, in comes the Batwing and he's off. Before that happens, we want to get into the news. So we're going to the news. I want to know how you doing. How you doing, Sinatra? How's things
Thumbs
been
up for
since?
this Joker?
Fuck it.
How's things been since
I am-
Monday?
I'm running myself ragged. This week is literally one of the busiest weeks I've ever had. I'm backlogging recording. I am trying to do 17 different things. I'm very busy. How are you?
Well, thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Well, that was delightful. I'm busy as fuck because I'm doing 10 different things at once, and for me that's not a good thing. So I'm keeping one of my little paper pocket lists because it's always more satisfying to cross something off than delete it on a list on your phone. Am I right or am I right?
Yes. Yeah. No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's a lot of running around, getting things done. A lot of changes I want to make to OBS, as I was talking about with Sinatra, stuff for AAA and for Noir Bar. And I wasn't able to introduce as many of them as I wanted for today because I got back late because I was running around doing things. But yeah, you'll see the things come in bit by bit by bit. And yeah, Happy Otter will be there. People are asking about when am I going to be able to produce an Otter plushie. Man, you know what? I looked into that to begin with Build-A-Bear. That was a mistake. Holy shit. That is a racket. Yahoo! The cost to you guys after fucking shipping and shit would be like $125. That's nuts.
I had the same issue with the Zippo, and it's $60 just to have it engraved.
Yeah,
and that doesn't include shipping. That
Yeah.
doesn't include anything. If you want to get more than just a word put on it, you're looking at like $120 something.
Yeah.
Oof.
Zippos are fucking crazy. They know they are Zippo, like brand par excellence, right? They even have that $18,000
French.
18 karat gold Zippo on their website. Man, they got balls of steel, those guys. Damn it. And who wants to buy a knockoff Chinese Zippo on wish.com for lighting your meth pipe?
You can spell it out for them. Sinatra Stacker Club. They're probably going to spell it Sintira Stakar Klube.
Right.
No, fuck that.
And there is no engraving anymore. It's fucking laser etching, which is not as good.
Yeah.
It's superficial. It's not
And
really
it-
into
it-
the
it
metal,
doesn't
and it can
have
actually rub off just through friction with your hands and whatnot.
It doesn't have the tactile feeling.
Agreed. A bunch of bullshit. And it's cheaper for them to do and faster for them to do, but they charge you more for the process. Oh, fuck you guys. Pisses me off. Festonia, thank you for the $5. I can only go so far as Olive Garden or Pizza Hut, Polly. Any more authentic, and I can't stop thinking about Poppy is a little sloppy. How do I have the feeling that I was just tricked into saying something? Clip
Sloppy
bubble.
Poppy.
Sloppy Poppy, yeah.
Yeah, what's going on there? Poppy's a little sloppy. Is that from somewhere where I should... Drunkle, how are you?
Yeah.
How's things in merry old England?
I mean, smelly.
Smelly.
I
That's
assume
what I've
so.
been. That's what I've been dealing with. As you know, it's Bank Holiday Monday. I've been covering for people's jobs because they go, "Oh, I can't work this week," because they want to have extra time off because of Bank Holiday Monday. So every fucking bank holiday, which is meant to be a day off, I always end up fucking working as well as I get time off the day job, but I still end up having to do a fucking evening job to cover people. And the place that I'm covering at the moment has got the smelliest woman ever. And every time I'm cleaning the bathrooms, she's in there on her phone. And mate, when I said this is not, she fucking stinks. And I've got
I
to work
assume
around
everybody
this.
over there stinks.
Well, no, I mean, if you do, then times it by 1,000, buddy. This is just, and the worst thing is, right? She's an Indian woman as well, so I can't say, "Oh, you smell," because I'm gonna get fucking racist, right? So, thankfully, I'm not because today, right? I'm not the only person who's thought so because today, as she is in there on her phone again, talking to her fucking husband from an arranged marriage or whatever, on
God
the phone,
damn.
and someone has actually put a can of body spray on the counter by the fucking by the tap, right? And it wasn't me. I'm like, oh my god, thank you to whoever did that, dude. It is because it's these aren't huge bathrooms. It's a very very enclosed space, and I'm in there, and every time she's in there, she is just aggressive with her odor. It is one of the worst fucking things I've ever
Aggressive with
smelled
her
from a
odor.
woman.
I love it.
It is malodorous.
Uh-huh.
It makes my eyes hurt. But yeah, fuck it.
When you can
So
see
that's
the
it.
smell.
That was. I can see the smell. It's like walking through soup. But that was the last day of covering that job. No, I'm just back to the regular stuff now, which is great. But I just feel as though I come home and I just feel as though I got to take off, wash my clothes, and have a shower just because I've been stood next to this woman for 15 minutes. Horrible.
Fucking hell.
Other than that, yeah, hunky dunky. Thank you.
Okay, I see people talking in chat, and I feel kind of slow. Right, Poppy from Seinfeld. I didn't clue into that. Poppy got sloppy, didn't wash his hands. The guy pissed on the couch. Remember, Drunkle?
No.
It's because that's one of those episodes I don't think is terribly funny. Poppy, the guy who works at the restaurant that Elaine and the bunch are all going to. Yeah, he sits on Jerry's couch, and when he gets up, there's a big ass puddle on the cushion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then Jerry sees him go off. He's the chef. Sees him go off to the bathroom and not wash his hands when he walks out of the bathroom. It's like, oh God, I can't eat anything that he's got his dicky hands on, or whatever.
I mean, fair,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Kefki says, do you really have Otter plushies? Can I has? I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna keep it going. But what will be available in the meantime are the t-shirts. The Noir Bar t-shirts, the security t-shirts, the Booze, Bullets, and Broads Noir Bar t-shirts. Sinatra's going to get one.
Oh,
yeah, I think so. I think you're going to get the Booze, Bullets, and Broads
I'm
shirt.
definitely gonna have to pick up some Noir Bar merch.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's like, where's that bar? Well, I'm not telling you. You can be that guy. Hipster.
You gotta you gotta give me $50 in order to figure this out.
You want me to give you $15 to buy a shirt?
Knowledge.
What's the
No, not you.
Oh,
where's that bar? Well, you gotta grease the pump to.
I see what
the
you're
time machine is.
You're going to demand money from people? Okay, yeah, spot me a 20 and then I'll go ask the bartender if it's okay if I tell you. Start a racket. Be the wallet inspector.
Dark Eyeism in the chat says, how did the blood test go? Unfortunately, it got... I did have it scheduled for this week, but because I didn't know that I was working until the weekend, I had to phone up and reschedule. I got it on Friday, which unfortunately means due to the weekend, I'm not going to find out the results
Alcohol,
next week.
liquor, booze.
Maybe I should have one of the Norbar t-shirts say that. Alcohol, liquor, booze.
Do you know the beautiful thing about fucking scheduling a doctor's appointment in the UK at the moment is that they're still fucking...
The lineup goes forever because of socialized medicine?
No, they're still very, very COVID conscious, right? So I'm going to phone up and I go, okay, you have a blood test scheduled? Yeah. What's that for? Oh, because me mum gave herself hepatitis C by doing a Blood Brothers thing when she was a fucking teenager. And then, of course, I emerged from her and might have hepatitis C. And I go, okay, yeah, I understand. All right. So do you want to come in or do you want to do this over the phone? How the fuck are you going to give me a blood test over the phone? because they don't want you to come in because of COVID, right? They go, oh no, we got vulnerable people, so if we can do it over the phone, if we can do an over the phone consultation, that'll be best. Yeah.
We have news today
want me to-
about doing blood tests over the phone.
I'll just bleed into the mouthpiece, shall I? And you pick it up on the other end.
No, it doesn't work.
Like,
quite
you're meant to be
that, but
smart.
It does work.
Well,
And when I say
I'll
does
go
work,
to
I
a
mean
different
doesn't at all.
surgery. It's fucking dumb, mate.
Kefkis, I want the booze, woman, and bullets shirt. I don't think you heard me correct there, Kefki, but it's okay. You guys want to start with some schnews? Get into it before Sinatra has to go? Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Hold on. Do you guys have the screen up? I think you do. Yeah, you do.
Yep.
I do.
Let's do this thing. My God, Al Pacino at 83 years old is becoming a father again.
Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, what the fuck?
That's,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, 83, yo.
Oh, Robert De Niro was what, 79?
Yeah, I mean,
And that's his 7th child, I think it was. Al Pacino, 80. These guys fuck.
whoa, man. I gotta say, Al Pacino's not really rocking a style here that doesn't show his age.
No, I mean, it's hard to not show your age when you're in your fucking mid-80s.
Fair enough, but it's not like he's working against it, is what I'm saying. This man's paddling with the stream, not against it, you know?
I mean,
This
at a
is a
certain point, you just kind of have to do that.
This is a press photo, though. Like he showed up at like a fucking movie premiere or something. Like, so at some point he looked in the mirror and went, "Yep, champion." Still got it, Al.
Yeah, he's at the 92 NY United Airlines event. All right, Al, sure. Yahoo! Hey, a Frankie Dollar. Italians. Is that your plan, Sam? Children in your 80s?
Basically.
You know, the beauty of having children in your 80s when you're a man, you can just be like, are you going to change the diapers? You're like, no, I'm old.
Yeah, it's the greatest excuse. I'm old.
Mm.
I'm not doing that.
I'd say right there is at the age of 83 with his 29-year-old partner.
Whoa, are you hold on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You didn't know that?
Good Lord, Al.
It's not illegal, but it feels like it should be.
I did not see that. No. Holy
And everyone was making
shut up.
fun of fucking DiCaprio. It's Pacino.
Nor Alfala.
God, I bet she's got to help herself.
Doggy Punch Bandit, thank you for coming in with the Zen Blaster right when you did, because I was caught up in that moment, man, where I was like, whoa, wait, hold on. What the hell? Whew. Blue-pilled man for the win. Good Lord. Cryptic, thank you for the $5. Smallpox, the Spanish flu, and the Black Death have already done the whole global pandemic thing. What COVID is doing is just plagiarism. It's the splat noise that sells it. And when Sinatra finds out he's impotent at 60 and can't have children well into his 80s, that's how it's going to end up for him.
If I'm rocking anything like this, then if I can have an army.
It's already like a piece of spaghetti.
Oh, no. No, I can't even crack jokes about it because of that. Thank you for bringing lip dick imagery to my mind, Drunkle. I appreciate that. That's great.
I noticed it, Sin. I noticed it.
Okay, anyway.
Just like a penny.
Plagiarism? Nothing? No?
No?
No? Okay. No.
I just assumed you were retarded.
Alamo, thank you for the $1.99. Chat, the ratio is absolutely atrocious. Smash that fucking like button. It's free. It's easy. Much like Drunkle after getting pissed up at the pub. Make it happen, fuckers.
Fair.
Are you free and easy at the pub, man?
Oh, too much.
He is. I've heard stories.
He has.
Apparently they got all the way to Alamo and Ohio. Fucking hell. Drunkle. Think of your reputation.
Legendary.
Or infamous. Doggy Punch Bandit.
Yeah, either way.
Thank you for the $10 and Blaster. So I went to the ENT ENT clinic today regarding tinnitus. Ah, fuck, man, you have tinnitus? So do I. All right, sympathy and empathy for you, man. Because of the specific manner of how it's affecting me, my doctor is suspecting that I might have acoustic neuroma, a benign brain tumor.
Sounds sexy, though.
Tumors are sexy?
No, acoustic neuroma. That sounds like some kind of a Swedish guitar player.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a scar right beneath my left eye, and I always think it's best to just come up with a story and run with it. Personally, I say that I saved a bunch of orphans from a burning building after fighting my way through a mob of bloodthirsty jihadis.
I get you. I got a friend. She had to have a fucking neck cut open.
A neck cuck.
A neck cuck open because she had thyroid cancer.
That's Betterman's problem.
There you go. Right. She had a tumor on her thyroid gland, and now she's got this fucking big old scar. And she went, Millard, I need like a funny story to say when people ask me about the scar. And I said, tell them you had a head transplant.
You crossed Don Barzini, and he made a point.
Yeah, she had other things about like, oh, I used to be a pirate, or fucking, the old bullet dodging thing from the Matrix. Head transplant won the day.
Yeah, you know what? Pirate doesn't really carry the same weight with it, because now I just picture you were fighting two Somalis in a dinghy with AKs. Somalia really ruined pirate imagery.
They have
didn't
really,
they?
yeah. They appropriated my culture, man.
They undid all of Johnny Depp's hard work. It just... Crossfire 80...
Johnny Depp!
Crossfire 4891, thank you for the 975. In reference to the Olive Garden commentary, look what they did to him. Look what they did to my bolognese. Evening. Enjoy your evening.
My Baglanis?
I worked as a server at Olive Garden, and I can tell you what goes on in that kitchen is nothing you want to see.
I had an Olive Garden lasagna
Where
the
are
other
we,
day.
John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
And it
grab
wasn't
that
awful.
for a minute. Oh, was that the end? It wasn't
Yeah,
awful.
it just wasn't awful.
We don't have Olive Garden over here, but I hear you get free breadsticks.
Free.
Yeah, but no.
Unlimited?
Free, unlimited soup salad and breadsticks. I didn't say that 10,000 times during that one summer I worked there. The people that would come in for lunch and order the endless soup salad and breadsticks, I'm like, those are supposed to be appetizers. You fucking just go to McDonald's. They want to go to like a restaurant, a sit-down Italian restaurant for lunch, but they don't have an expense account. They don't have any money, and etc. So they'd come there.
Who the fuck wants Italian for lunch? Like, that's a heavy fucking lunch.
Linguini's too heavy for lunch.
Are you
But then
having a
also,
nap directly afterward? Because that's what I want to do whenever I eat pasta.
Nah, it's all them carbs, man. I don't understand why. How's Spain the country with siestas, not Italy?
Well, I mean, I guess a siesta kind of is suggested because of the heat of the day, whereas with Italy, it's suggested because you're so fat.
Well, I mean, they call it the Sunny Peninsula for a reason. It's hot.
Do they? Who does that? Who calls it that?
The Sunny Peninsula?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard it.
Italians
Yeah.
call it that.
Well, yeah, but they're the ones that deal with the heat. You're not going to take their word on it?
Do you know Pizza Hut never really took off in Italy?
Shocking.
Mm.
Do you know England had snow?
Yeah, I did.
Polly?
It hasn't been confirmed by an authentic Englishman yet.
It's been confirmed, Polly.
I have not heard that from an actual English person.
It's been,
person
what,
but-
I'm not actually English now? What the fuck? What's this? What's this?
You're
What's
not
going on?
5 beers deeper in English officer.
Pure shit.
I only had 2.
That's some authentic drunken slurring. Back to the schnews.
Oh, Jay's angry slurring.
Oh, yeah. Lime news. Researchers say that the native gimpy limes could help fight citrus greening disease killing crops. Look at the golf ball limes, Drunkle.
It's so dimply.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
thus increasing its surface area.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much have this article up because gimpy limes. That's why.
Of course,
Yeah. And the hilarious shape of them little golf ball limes. So I'm thinking of including a gimpy lime setting just for you, buddy.
Ooh.
I mean, the triple evolution, you know? Yeah,
Mhm.
why not? We could go limes, bergamot, gimp.
You want me to put like a little neoprene suit, black leather suit on the lime for you?
Kind of.
Neoprene,
I thought it went
Jesus.
without saying, to be honest, mate.
Is that the right word, or am I just like, I got like 3 hours sleep last night?
I don't know if it's the right word, but I'm happy you used it nonetheless.
I'm
I
not,
just
That
assumed
being said,
was-
you guys can pre-order limes for Friday if you want.
that's true. That is
Mhm.
true. Yeah. And not just that, but also a turnip.
yeah, oh, I'm definitely
Good.
going to do exactly that, Festonia. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. I have already grabbed that image. Moving along.
Quick question, Sin, for Friday's show, because you can pre-order limes for Friday at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central, 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island, over on the Silent Sin channel for the next AAA meeting. You can pre-order that at $25. Can you also pre-order a turnip for an
If you
additional
want.
$25? How much for the sombrero? Can we bring the sombrero back for the turnip? Because that, you can't just have that once a year. That was too cute.
Does it
We
outdo the tiny
can.
little bowler? I don't know.
I think it might.
I don't know. Look at that thing.
We're gonna need a side.
I don't know. We'll discuss that Friday because
Okay,
big money
that's fair.
talk like that on someone else's show. We're not super big on.
Oh,
But
no,
yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
Much appreciated. While I'm sitting over here going, well, okay, let's talk about someone else's. Anyway,
Yeah, no,
Tara Reid.
let's get the golf balls things. What you should do is you should just
You forgot the
Photoshop
word
a golf
gimpy?
ball green
How did you forget the word gimpy?
because golf ball came to mind first. Shut up.
Right.
Let's start flopping some golden otter cards. That's where it's at. Hell yeah.
There's that, mate. Saffron Otter.
Fuck, I forgot to make the saffron otter. Yeah, he should
Oh, it's
he should really be
alright.
gripping a little bunch of saffron. I mean, it's peak ecstasy, right? Here we go. Tara
Saffron.
Reid, who accused Joe Biden of sexual assault, defects to Russia.
That's
What?
Tara Reid?
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought you guys were like, who cares? I'm like, really? You're not surprised by this? Oh, no, you're just shocked into silence.
No.
It's
Why? What? How?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, what, how, why? That's what I felt. It's what was she doing? How did anyone find out that she had done this?
Ooh,
'Cause-
can I take a guess?
Uh-huh.
Did she have to go through the Edward Snowden thing where they were coming after her so fucking hard that she literally had to leave the country or else she would be like executed?
I have no
I-
doubt that she had. I mean, come on, it's the Biden administration. If I found out that, you know, the IRS was coming after her so hard for things that she never bought, did you pay taxes on that? I never bought that. It doesn't matter. They're going to invest. Yeah, prove you didn't buy it. That kind of thing. Yeah.
I honestly thought, every time I've heard of this here, Tara Reid, Joe Biden, sexual assault, I thought it was the other Tara Reid from like American Pie, the actress. So it's a Tara Reid, and you show me this photo of this fucking brunette overweight, black-haired overweight woman. I'm like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
That is Tara Reid right there. I thought
It
I
is.
thought
For
it was
those,
the blonde.
for those who don't remember,
Hollywood.
she's a former Senate staffer, and she accused Joe Biden during the last election cycle in 2020 of having sexually assaulted her, and nobody paid any attention to it except for Fox Breitbart and for some reason Sky News Australia. That's it. Now Donald Trump, oh my God, it would have just, it was end. I mean, think about that woman, the crazy lady who said Donald Trump sexually assaulted her in a Fifth Avenue high-end department store. People accepted her story and believed her, and she's in the progress of going through a civil suit right now, successfully.
Yeah, I mean the believe all women narrative really went out the window once Biden won, didn't it?
Yep. It's totally different when it's Biden. So, yeah, she did do that. I have no doubt that she received all kinds of fucking pressure. And there's the other kind of when I say pressure, I mean everything from threats of IRS investigation to people out of nowhere calling her up, threatening her life, the whole range of fucking things. But people tend to
None of this is surprising.
Yeah, people forget about the
considering.
other side of it, though. It's
surprising
not
to
just
me.
people that are acting on orders, if you will. It's people of their own accord attempting to do a favor for the president and then going up to the administration afterwards and saying, this is what I did for you. There's people that do favors for Hollywood people, for mobsters, racketeers, and so on and so forth,
I mean,
without
of
being
course,
asked
but
to,
the
and
IRS
then go up
thing,
afterwards and
that's
say, you
from
owe
on
me.
high.
Well, the IRS thing is, yeah, but in terms of like death threats or fucking with her car or, constantly harassing,
Hey,
bitch,
IRS
be
may as well
quiet.
be a death threat.
He says it's no something. Dude, I am legitimately surprised. All this time, and this has been fucking 3 years of these accusations from Tara Reid. I genuinely thought it was Tara Reid, the actress, Sharknado, American Pie, fucking Van Wilder's party liaison. I thought, oh well, that makes sense because like I would wear her like a fucking COVID mask, mate, but not this one.
Are you?
I'm so confused. It's REID Tara Reid is who I thought it was.
This whole time you thought Joe
thought
Biden
it was-
sexually assaulted a Hollywood actress.
I did.
Okay. So she
Well, I mean-
she appears on Sputnik, a Russian press
She
outlet.
is Sputnik, mate.
I mean,
Yeah, she is.
She looks like 4 Tara Reeds mushed into one.
She is round and heavy. So yeah, it's just like Sputnik.
Sid, fucking hell.
Who does she appear on Sputnik with? Holy shit. Maria Butina, the convicted Russian spy in the U.S., who's now a member of Russian parliament.
Hammond Bean says, the body is round.
Yeah, there's round and then straight spherical like this woman. I mean, holy shit. Look at that. There are no shoulders. It's just a straight parabola curve over her entire upper body.
Parabola, Jesus.
Wow.
What?
That was impressive, Polly. Fucking hell.
Okay, I went to high school and remember this and that. Not much.
What's the powerhouse of the cell?
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria.
Yeah.
Holy shit. For those of you who don't remember, Maria Butina, she was convicted for getting involved with a whole bunch of conservative groups and funders and such, especially the NRA and the Second Amendment Foundation. And the whole point there was to infiltrate and push them towards a pro-Russian position where, hey, if you want the NRA's backing, if you want the Second Amendment Foundation's backing, if you want these conservative Wall Street donors backing, you're going to be light on Russia. And that was the lobbying that she was attempting to infiltrate. And so instead of telling the story like conservatives were the target of Russian intelligence operations, it was conservatives are collaborating, the NRA is collaborating with Russian intelligence to push American policy in a given direction. That's news entertainment. Fucking lovely. I say, no, they were the victim target of these things. And it didn't work. Good. But it tells you the kind of intelligence operations that Russia's actually involved in is pushing policy in a given direction through Congress, not grooming a person into the presidency, to have a stooge, as it were.
If only we have never had a presidential stooge, I think.
How is that illegal? As a undeclared foreign operative, you're in the country under false pretenses. That's illegal under federal espionage laws. You're actually a paid foreign agent who, yeah, again, in the country under false pretenses. At a minimum, you lied on your visa application, but then, of course, much more than that, because your avowed goal is, of course, influence, policy influence. In any case, moving along, it just kills me she popped up in Russia, of all places. You think she paid for 2
Oh.
seats?
Whoa, what happened?
I think
Hold on.
Russia did.
What was wrong, Sinatra?
You want me to grab the breaking news, Dolphin?
Sinatra.
Are we? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we could. There was no point where we couldn't hear you. What's up?
My my audio driver crashed, and it sounded like.
Oh. No,
Ah,
you did. You sounded fine the whole
odd.
time, man.
Weird.
All right, moving along.
Again.
Okay, big news. The image has been released of the man who stole the $600 wheel of cheese in Saanich. We know who he
Oh
is.
my
Finally.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean,
This piece of... It's Al Pacino.
I
He's
No,
got
his
to be
hair
the
is much
kid,
too
man.
short, and he's not walking with the old man gait.
I was researching a role.
Look at him. Look at him with the wheel of cheese, absconding with other people's
like that.
flavorful fungus.
Fuck, it
Because
does
he-
look like Al Pacino.
I can only surmise here that he attempted to stop the annual cheese rolling event in Gloucester by stealing
What you getting
the
at
wheel
with
of
the book
cheese.
script? Spit that shit out, man!
That was me. You got
Akira,
me.
thank you for the 450. Happy Wednesday, Polly. Just got back from the game shop. I may have went a little bit over budget and spent $250 on 40K stuff. Oh, you got a single mini. Good for you. I say it with affection, man. I appreciate how expensive 40K shit is. I really do. It's wow. And my new paint set from Army Paint just arrived. 50 new paints, baby. Oh, you got the whole set? Damn it!
Be quiet!
Yeah, everyone heard that snicker, didn't they? Yeah, go ahead and read that.
Oh, you're not
All
done
right,
with yours. Go ahead.
Nutley.
I was the 50 paint from set from Army Painter is at the Coliseum seating one. It's actually, if you guys look at it, it's actually on like stepped stages, so all the paints are there, and it comes in its own little, seating arrangement. It's really cool. And Hakura just demonstrated himself to be the wise person because sure, buy the 40K minis, but don't buy Citadel paint. I mean, Jesus Christ, Games Workshop is already leaning into you hard enough for your fucking money. Don't buy their paints too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Army Painter's good stuff anyway. I'm mostly a Valley Joe man myself, but I've got some Army Painters. Vallejo. I call it Valley Joe. Tin!
Fair enough. Did you hear about the jump rope Elon Musk designed for big people?
No.
Trunkle?
No.
It's groundbreaking.
It's okay.
Oh, I get it.
All right.
But why was Elon Musk involved?
I don't know, but thank you, Cryptic.
All right.
So if you're living in the greater Victoria area of British Columbia, near the town of Saanich, yeah, they haven't caught him.
You got the cheese sandwich?
Don't get overexcited. They haven't caught this miscreant yet, but they do have the image of him. They're cornering him. He has nowhere to run. But speaking of Gloucestershire and cheese rolling down hills, we have some supplementary news based upon Drunkle's Monday coverage of it.
Oh, really?
And speaking of Canadians with cheese, the woman who wins the UK rolling race won it unconscious.
Yeah,
I assume that just kind of happens halfway down the hill.
it really does.
I knew that there was the men's and the women's editions. You don't want, big burly rugby dudes going down with 90-pound far-sized people. You know what I mean? They'll
Why
kill 'em.
not? They have. There's
They do.
advantages to each one.
There's no weight division.
Well, apparently, there's a men's and women's division regardless, and there's the woman, and yeah, she got knocked out halfway down, and she didn't win because of, what do you want to call it? She didn't go under her own power across the finish line. Gravity pulled her as she formed into an unconscious ball and rolled across the finish line ahead of everyone else.
It was God's will.
Yeah, so
It was God's wheel.
let's watch it. So here's the big rugby dudes, down at the bottom. And here they come. See them? They're coming.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Even the rugby guys have got to be like, "Oh shit! Are
And-
you
and-
sure
and-
you want to do this?"
And you'll see the ball lady. Some people go, and then, boom, there she is. And then she's just, oh, yeah. And then she's first.
Did she break anything?
Nope.
Record.
I mean, yeah, it's fair.
You got. I admire more than anything the commitment.
I love the idea of somebody contains graphic images. Shut up. It's fine.
I mean, Cooper's Hill is no joke, mate.
Oh, yeah. You
I'm
could,
reading-
especially the images you were showing, make it from the side. You can see it's like that's an angle. And then you looking up, you see how long it is. That's what I wasn't appreciating. I
I
appreciate.
was reading
Oh, yeah.
accounts of it from the people who were stood at the top looking down, and they're going, it is basically fucking vertical. When you're up there, it is a daunting thing.
Oh man, yeah, it's she's Canadian. Yes, it's Delaney
Yeah, well.
Irving. It feels great, she
Fucking
says.
Canadians.
Once she woke up and somebody handed her the, what was it, 3 kilogram wheel of cheese.
Gloucester cheese.
Yeah. What a way to go out in Gloucestershire, sure. Awesome stuff.
You see, the other guy stole the wheel of cheese. She won it.
You wanted fair and square.
Well, it's round.
Fair and round, just like
Mhm.
Tara Reid's body.
Which one?
The round one.
Moving on.
Man, I love cheese rolling. I fucking love it. It's great.
Elizabeth
never
Holmes,
do it.
everyone remembers her. CEO of Theranos reports to prison to begin her 11-year prison sentence. Oh, hell
Ew.
yeah.
Was that the one who was married to Tom Cruise?
No.
Katie Holmes. Sorry.
Tara Reid, Katie Holmes, not everyone's a Hollywood person, Drunko. What is it with you?
I know, man, but look, I mean, look at the photo. You got a fucking rock named Brian there. Like, what? I don't know what's going on.
That's Brian Tex. Oh, never mind.
All right, so he's got a surname as well. Jesus.
So there she
Brian
is,
Tex-
the woman that Forbes magazine heralded as the most successful self-made billionaire female in the world. Well, she was actually running a giant racket in Tech Valley and had convinced a bunch of morons to invest in her technology that didn't work. And Drunkle, you said, well, I can't do a blood test over the phone. Well, that's exactly what Theranos and Elizabeth Holmes promised you could do. Take a tiny little vial, order it over the phone, give yourself a little pinprick around the amount of blood that would be taken out for a diabetes sampling. And that would be enough for them to run a complete blood workup on you. That was the promise of Theranos. But of course, the tech didn't work at all. But they weren't shy from taking the fucking money, were they? And it, giant fraud,
Oh,
all
God,
came
no.
down, and self-made
You mean to tell
billionaire
me
actually had
Silicon
nothing of
Valley
value.
people are frauds? What?
Yeah, I mean,
I thought
Never.
the richest female self-made billionaire was Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
I mean,
well, that's like calling Belinda Gates self-made. Are you fucking kidding me?
didn't Bezos' ex give like half that shit away too?
She
Did
did as one lump sum Bezos's, but oh god, Belinda Gates is just insufferable. She is really, in my opinion, fighting against George Soros for the title of communist Bond villain of the world by funding everything. Every left-wing cause you can think of, every pinko movement you can imagine. Yep, dumping the money. Unfucking believable. So all of the fucking Windows shit that you bought throughout the 90s and 2000s, yeah, it's going to fund the global communist revolution. Thank you, Belinda Gates. For fuck's sake. Anyway, she's beginning her 11-year stretch at 39 years old, and she is going to a minimum security prison in Bryan, Texas. Not the name of her rock.
Bryan, Texas is a brilliant name,
What's your name? Bryan, Texas.
right?
Where are you from? Jersey.
In a separate ruling earlier in the month, Judge Davila issued a $452,047,268 restitution order against Holmes and her former ex-boyfriend and co-racketeer. Fuck. Well, you don't find that number, $452 million, a little surprising?
I'm in awe.
Not with these people.
It's walking around money, that is.
Yeah, that's the degree that they operated at. You know, that was the level of bullshit that they were fucking pulling. Oh, billionaire. So
The thing is, like, I think as soon as it hits a certain amount of zeros, it's no longer fraud. It's just business.
yeah, it was a failed venture capital endeavor. In any case, he also caught prison term of 13 years. Shocker, the man caught more time than the woman, even though they were
Women get off significantly.
convicted of
significantly easier
identical
on prison
crimes, by the
terms.
way.
In my experience, women don't get off easy at all, mate.
Well, that sounds like a skill issue on your part.
I was about to say
but-
that's a
yeah,
you
okay.
problem, buddy. That's
No, it's still a them problem. I got mine.
it's well, former ex-boyfriend. Yeah. Okay. No, I jammed together words that shouldn't have been there. Darth Mando. Oh, Darth Mando. Thank you for the game, by the way. He hit me up with Grim Fandango, classic.
Oh, get in.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew of that game from a while back, like a creator named Pushing Up Roses, and that's her favorite game. That's how I found out about it. And I was like, oh shit, Grim Fandango. Fuck yeah, I'll play that.
Get it.
Classic click and play goodness. Her ex-boyfriend or former boyfriend and co-conspirator, and he was the chief operating officer at fake-ass Theranos. Yeah. You know what she claimed during the trial? He was abusive towards her. You gotta be fucking kidding me, lady. You hoodwinked I don't know how many investors, and we're not talking about the Tech Valley morons that have money to spend on dumb shit. We're talking about regular people that invested. Those are the people you bamboozled. And yeah, you're the victim here, right? You're the real victim.
I mean, that's the bit I'm not surprised about. That a woman in court with her ex-boyfriend, and she said he was abusive. I mean, come on.
Wow.
That's just a go-to, isn't it?
And she filed a stay order on her imprisonment. Well, I should be able to stay free while I'm filing all my appeals. I love that the judge said, no. You can file your appeals from jail. I am actually a little surprised at that. God bless Texas. Because I think that if that had happened in New York or California, that she would have been free for years until all of her appeals were exhausted. And eventually she had paid off enough people to get the charges reduced and the sentence reduced and so on.
What kind of jail are we talking about here, though? I mean, this is white-collar jail. It's got a pool.
Well, no, like I said earlier on, he and her are both going to very minimum security prisons. There's a six.
They're going to one of those prisons where you could just walk out the front door, be like, I'll be back in a little bit.
It's basically rehab.
They don't have jail cells. They have dorms with windows that can be looked in on. I was reading about this particular prison. It's the federal prison camp in Bryan, Texas is a minimum security facility whose rules include a 6 a.m. wake-up call and sub-minimum wage labor. Oh, no. Poor woman. Yeah. Moving along.
Two societies, man.
Fuzzy fuss after DeSantis law forces Megaplex 2023 furry convention to become 18 plus. Now, why wouldn't you want children at a degenerate fuzzy fest con?
Now, you can say what you want. People will go, drag queen story. There's nothing inherently sexual about drag. There is. Right?
A little bit.
There definitely is. But then also, like, if anyone is defending a furry convention, no, you're wrong, dude. You are wrong.
Go ahead, have your furry convention, but 18 plus. I don't give a shit what you dress like.
It's a fetish. The whole
Literally.
furry thing is a fetish, right? You can't sit there. There's nothing inherently sexual about furries. You're wrong.
I mean,
wrong.
there is.
You're wrong. There totally fucking is. I mean, Christ, what was it? Fucking FurCon or whatever?
The one where they busted up the whole... Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
They busted the hotel up so bad.
Rainforest.
That was it. Thank you.
Fucking drugs all night long, destroyed property, bringing in male and female prostitutes. And
It's where I learned what crinkling is, and I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what they were like after 2 or 3 days in them giant suits? They didn't take them off, man. Ugh.
It's just, I mean, Drag Queen Story Hour was a weird hill for fucking hardcore leftists to die on, but now they're gonna. It's only because DeSantis said I want it to be 18 plus. Otherwise, they'd be oh fuck yeah, no, yeah, it's terrible. But
it's just them being contrarian.
Yiff in hell, polywords. Wow.
Yiff in hell.
And they're talking about through the story. We're gonna. We're been put in a position where we have no choice but to cancel it. So the arrangers or an organizing committee are thinking about canceling it. What does that tell you? You have a pride parade. Oh, well, it has to be 18 plus. Well, now we're not going to have it. Furry convention has to be 18 plus. Well, we're thinking about canceling it now. Are you sure?
They're the same picture.
Are you sure
It's-
you aren't
it's the
freaks?
same.
You fucking sure?
It's the same fucking thing when Florida said they were going to pursue the death penalty for pedophile cases, and then literally one day later, an LGBT group said Florida is a no-go zone for LGBT people. Like, you're telling me everything I need to know.
My God, do they not?
I love the
think
defense
what
of it.
they're
It's a-
doing?
What is the? There is no connection between, drag queen story hour and anything sexually illegitimate with children. You conservatives are the one broadcasting your own thoughts onto it. It's like, no, bullshit. I call complete bullshit on that. There's a reason that we're saying that. It's not accidental. When you look at the gay men's choir, we're coming for your fucking children, and how many of them were on the sex offender registry? Come on, it's not imaginary. In my opinion, I heard somewhere in a Minecraft server. YouTube. Look, I've got a strike, okay? I gotta be careful. Fuck.
Yeah, it's,
Bunch of fags. All right, moving on.
yeah, good thing I mumbled over that.
Gen Z teens are so unruly in malls, fed by their TikTok addiction, that a growing number are requiring chaperones and supervision.
Jesus Christ, Polly.
What?
You know what? Fucking hell.
What? I'm not a Gen Zer, and I don't follow TikTok
That's
trends,
not
nor
what
do
I'm
I go to
talking
public.
about.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about?
Your flagrant use of the
Flagrant.
slang for cigarettes.
Flagrant.
Well, it's not fragrant, is it?
Vagrant.
Moving along. Bedtime for me, folks. All right. Have a good night, TC.
Oh, I thought you meant you. I'm like, good, good.
I might avoid a strike.
Come at me, bro. I got 2 more to go. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, that's wiggle room.
You have 3.
Anyway.
The first one was a copyright. That doesn't apply to this.
Wait a minute. There's separate sets of strikes for community
Yes, sir.
violations
Yeah,
versus copyright? No shit.
You can
Yeah,
get 2
and you'll-
copyright, 2 community, and be fine.
Oh, fuck
You
them.
get 3 of
Flagrancy to
any one.
follow. Cool.
No, not oh, for Christ.
Yes, anyway, these Gen Zers are running around doing dumb shit in the mall. I won't drag you through the whole fucking story because you can imagine they're trying to plank on everything, or cinnamon challenge, or running up and drop kicking elderly people. Do it for the
Wow, okay.
TikTok. You know.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, planking. Well, no one's really hurt.
Yeah, but
Cinnamon challenge.
well,
you're an idiot.
they
Then
are. No one's hurt.
drop kicking the elderly.
No one else is hurt, but they're planking off of the rail 3 stories high.
A couple people
Hello.
died from that.
That's what I'm saying.
Let 'em.
I don't think the mall wants to deal with the bullshit because, some parent is going to come and fucking sue them for being negligent security. You should have stopped my
Yeah,
son from
no.
being an incredible retard.
You need to put suicide nets over every railing. Fuck off. Your kid was a retard and deserved to die. The gene pool is better for it.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's a Darwin Award, isn't it? I mean, if anyone's negligent security, it's the parent here. Look, I'm all in favour of removing the signs that say "Mind your head." Just let the ledge do its job.
We have way too many people right now.
What? Are you reading Extinction Rebellion literature? What's going on?
No, I'm just seeing dumbassery day to day.
What we need is a good, solid depopulation. That'll help
Yeah.
us.
You know
out
what?
there.
That's what I was hoping COVID would be,
Plague.
but it turned out that it was the other thing.
No, we had the plague. Now we're going for the war.
Yeah,
Well,
Looney
it was
Lenny, I
shot
know. I
that
was
did
hoping
it.
that was going to pass by. It's like, I haven't heard of the Cinnamon Challenge since 2014. Yeah, I full boomered that one. I was trying to think of stupid TikTok challenges, and I just got to think of Chubby Emu. Just what video has he done recently? Oh yeah, the guy who drank 15 rock stars back to back, and surprisingly, his kidneys shut down, and he nearly had a heart attack.
It's the same thing that happened to Bear.
Which one? Irate Bear?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. That's why we don't do the show with him anymore. He died, man.
Yeah.
About 20 seconds.
So did you know Wish.com was making aircraft carriers?
What?
Well, no, they're
Okay.
not, but they might as well be. The third Chinese aircraft carrier, Fujian, launched last year. It's got a
Nice.
giant, irreparable crack right through its main deck, which goes all the way down through its superstructure.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, no. No. You can't spackle over that. No.
Spackle.
You could just get a Chinese guy with a trough and whatever the fucking shovel,
Shit's on a whiteout.
Scrap metal.
drywall spackle.
Who the hell knows what old newspapers and soda cans are inside the walls of that thing. Quick, put
Do
up
you
the
have the
emergency
one with-
bulkheads, and a piece of drywall slides into place.
Do you have the one with the corn?
The one what the corn? What?
Okay, so no, you have no idea. I saw one of those things today where what they were using for the filler was just corn.
What, actual corn? We're not even
Yeah,
using
little
ramming.
corn cobs cut in like 3-inch sections.
No way. Was that like American bamboo? Oh shit! Speaking of the Chinese influence here, it was 34 minutes ago. I'm so cryptic through $5, dude. I'm so sorry. You know what we're like when we get on a fucking roll. For $5, he said, "Why are all Asians so skinny? Because last time there was a fat man, a whole population disappeared." Good lord,
What?
cryptic.
Speaking of the very same thing, Donkey Punch Bandit from 7 minutes ago. God damn it! When I hear the woohoo, I'm like, focus on what you're talking about. Stick in the sentence. Don't let it break your. I've got so many Zen Blaster donations, and they're supposed to shock the audience, not me, but backfire. Thank you for Thanks for the $5, Donkey Punch. Furry conventions are average 40% underage attendance. Okay, you win the award for most depressing statistic of the day. Fuck. That's a groomer fest. Now tell me underage kids are rushing to furry conventions of their own accord.
That's what they should call it, yeah. Groom forest.
Yeah, so anyway, the Chinese with their aircraft carriers, people talking about, you don't want to fight China, they're on the come up and so on. I'm not saying you shouldn't take China seriously militarily. You absolutely should, with the amount of money that they have, and more importantly, with the
Not a people.
with the fucking cyber intelligence shit that they do. They steal everything. They have infiltrated everything. Swalwell is a moron. The depth and breadth of their intel ops globally is a fucking nightmare. And Canada is infiltrated so badly. And Trudeau is such a fucking cuck, he's doing nothing about it. Biden is like an iron-fisted leader compared to that guy in terms of cracking down on it.
True.
In terms of cracking down on intelligence, with the Biden Center for Chinese Graft, at least it's above board. All the stuff that happens in Canada, it's like it gets exposed and it's like, nothing, moving on. And they're throughout Britain as well. We'll build your 5G towers. It's fine. Only when newspapers are writing about it and people are outraged about it, maybe we shouldn't do this. You think, policy leaders, you think that might be a bad idea to have your information infrastructure built and controlled by the Chinese? Fuck. But anyway, in terms of straight military, these fuckers couldn't build an aircraft carrier to save their lives. How do you know? The two that they built are non-functional and not seaworthy. They both have a crack in the same place. They built this.
They're basically floating Tupperware containers.
They do have one that works. One aircraft carrier that works, and it's a former Soviet aircraft carrier.
Jesus.
That's the thing, though. Look, I mean, if Chinese go to war with the West, then it ain't just going to be the economy that sinks, is it? It's going to be their fucking warships as well.
I mean, it's not. I don't think a lot of really direct strikes are going to be necessary to down one of these bastards. I honestly think you might be able to
All
light
you
them up
need
with a
is-
match. They're like half paper mache.
You need a flaming
right.
dart.
I think just a wave will do it.
A person with a well-trained flat bow should be able to do the trick.
Yeah.
It's just someone taking a big shit on board.
So here we go. One captured, still another missing after breaking out of a Mississippi detention center. And this is a odd crew, just looking at them.
Tag yourself. I'm Jerry Rains.
I am Corey Harrison.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you really
Corey
are
Howard.
Corey. Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. I guess, well, the shortest and squattest guy, because I'm a little otter, I guess I'd be Dylan Arrington.
All right, Casey.
What? You sound like Casey Witt. Hey. Who's the ringleader? Take your guess. Who's the plan maker?
The one
Dylan.
who didn't get caught.
That's not a bad call. I don't know. I think it's Jerry.
No, Jerry's the wild card. You can say Casey's the muscle.
Corey looks
Dylan.
reluctant and guilty.
Corey's the face. He's the looks. Dylan is he's the brains. And Jerry's the wild card.
Yeah. You know what? Just another guy has a good point. Is that China already believes themselves to be at war with America and the rest of the world. They are absolutely on an aggressive war footing when it comes to cyber warfare. It has been a nonstop onslaught. Trump talked about it all the time. Notice how the conversation about Chinese infiltration of American businesses and universities, especially research universities, the pilfering of IP, nonstop, the hacking of databases, that was in the news all the time because Trump would bring it up and his administration would talk about it. And as every administration does, leak stories to the media. And then under Biden, silence.
Of course.
And again, Biden is like an iron-fisted leader compared to Trudeau's completely compromised bullshit government. And that's the hat right to the north with the world's longest undefended border. Imagine what the Chinese are doing dancing back and forth across that border. Oh, Lord. Anyway, so these guys, how did they escape, you might ask?
They all crawled into Jerry's asshole.
They trudged through a mile of unspeakable disgustingness.
And came out the
on
other side. Still pretty dirty, but there wasn't much that could be done about that. No, they just kind of walked out the front. It's really...
They just walked out.
Yeah, there's no real story to that. Now, these guys, how two inmates were able to escape a Philadelphia prison. Are any of these prisons, locked? You start to think after a while, right?
Yeah.
These two fine, upstanding gentlemen.
Yeah.
Nasir Grant and Amin Hurst. They're now back in
That is
custody.
the meanest.
Oh, that's such a fucking good wrestler name.
Amin Hurst?
What's your name? Amin Hurst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I studied under the Undertaker and Paul Bearer.
Right. I'm like the Undertaker, but darker.
Yeah, the leases, they walked out the front door, the side door. But yeah, it's when deliveries and so on were coming out.
Prisons have got side doors as well?
Yeah,
It's just asking for trouble.
That's where the deliveries come in. Yeah.
They should come in through the front door.
The kitchen and the laundries and the whatnots. So here's the idea. After they broke out of the Philadelphia Industrial Correctional Center, if you don't want private prisons to sound like it, the Industrial Correction Center. They're on a conveyor belt, Sin. 18-year-old Hurst made a phone call from inside the prison. Okay.
The phone call was coming from inside the prison.
Yeah. Someone picked them up, and then he passed the phone on to an unknown male. Psst, meet me at the bridge behind the prison, Hurst told the man on the recorded line. After that call, the escape was a go. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They crawled to the shower area at the end of the cell block and waited for Jose Flores Horeta, another inmate, checking the guard tower to give them an all clear. An affidavit of probable cause states. Hurst and Grant then snuck out of the exit and then moved through a hole cut in the prison fence. Here's my favorite part. They climbed over 2 additional barbed wire barriers and rushed off into the night. And then what happened? They called an Uber.
Oh, no.
These 2 fucking guys called a fucking Uber.
Don't you need a phone for an Uber?
I don't understand how they
It's
were making...
prison.
Yeah, they had a phone waiting for them, dropped off, whatever the fuck. They called collect. I don't know. Is that still a thing? Can you call collect? Do payphones still exist?
Not for Uber.
Probably just outside of prisons, honestly.
Oh, yeah, good point. and inside. What?
Remember
Oh,
Karate Kid
yeah,
at all?
if you
The
could-
movie?
I do.
Remember this guy?
Oh, wait, the first one.
Imagine this guy with a lot less plastic surgery.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone in his prime. Like, no, who is this guy?
He's the guy who
Correct.
swept the leg. He's the guy who was the Cobra Kai badass.
Well, from the first Karate Kid.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, because they got that. No,
Yes.
am I thinking of the wrong guy from like the series
Yes.
Cobra Kai? Who they've got the guy who fucking did the illegal move? He's in Cobra Kai alongside Danny Russo.
The dude with the perm. I'm sorry, I don't want to look at him anymore. The phosphorus white polished teeth. The fact he looks like he's in a wind tunnel from so many facelifts. The hair of a 16-year-old that are clearly transplants. I mean, Jesus.
From a 16-year-old.
Yeah, right. Anyway, this guy is apparently an energy drink millionaire.
Oh.
And he bought
And
this.
he looks like it.
This super
does.
large estate
Ooh.
that he purchased from the Oppenheimer diamond heiress from South Africa.
Yeah.
It was up for $11 million. He bought it for like 2.3 after she's like, I just want out of the country. I just want to go back to South Africa. Now, I don't know why anyone would be in a rush to go back to South Africa, but I guess when you're a billionaire diamond heiress, it's, you're fine. So anyway, what I love about this is that it is just, it's 10 miles south of Olympia, Washington, just to locate it.
He's got himself a single-lane swimming pool.
You know what that's called? I've actually built one of those. Those are called infinity pools.
I thought infinity pool was you got like glass on the end where it like.
Yeah, I thought it was
falls over,
edgeless.
so-
That's what infinity meant.
Yeah.
No,
No?
infinity pools have a flow on them, so you can swim against the current, and
that's cool.
you swim for infinity, I guess.
Bit bigger workout as well, I guess.
Yeah.
De Beers, right? That's Rebecca Oppenheimer is the heiress to De Beers. Now, she originally ended up buying this estate because she, Jesus, this is so new age, and I love new age cults. Like, ironically, I mean, they are my favorite lolcows. That's why my favorite cult is Extinction Rebellion. They're great. They got the best outfits ever. The red robes and all that, But these wackos, the Rathama School of Enlightenment. Rathama, according to the school founder, J.Z. Knight, is the spirit of a man who lived more than 30...
Seriously?
What?
Jay-Z?
Yeah, J.Z. Knight. He founded the school, but he's not the guru. The guru is the spirit of a man who lived more than 30,000 years ago. And he,
of course.
And Knight claims that he's in communication and channels Rathma.
Of course.
Right. In 2008, Oppenheimer, this clearly nutcase lady, in a silent bid auction, bid $172,500 and won the charity auction for a private session to speak with the 30,000-year-old Rathma through Knight.
Bargain.
Total win. I mean, yeah. How much is spiritual enlightenment worth to you? Wow.
Ask Jadzia Dax, dude. Fucking hell.
You can't put a price on enlightenment. Oh, wait,
No.
she did. So anyway, she buys this house that is right near the Rathma giant compound estate racketeering home. That's what this place
going on with
is.
That bit, just sound for the whole thing with like those stones in a circular thing. Like,
Oh,
is
that's
that,
where
like,
that's where they sacrifice children.
That's where
yeah, is that like the
that's
demon
that's on the
summoning?
backside. That's where the chakra is most powerful. You see, there's Merkaba. Oh fuck, that's right. This place is actually called Merkaba. The home the Karate Kid guy bought. Merkaba is a thing
So
from Jewish mysticism. It's
Okay,
yeah,
well,
right,
me
and it has
sin
been
aren't hidden,
adopted
so I-
by New Age weirdos to be, this is a way you can channel the chi and the spiritual forces to come in and blah blah blah. But love it.
It's a bit much, isn't it? It's a
Yeah.
bit
So
much.
this guy who has all this New Age crap and everything else going on, and the face of a man under extreme pressure. Yeah, he sells. There's his energy
Yeah.
drink, and it's like, look, help me buy more dental caps.
Right, gentlemen, the wife.
Uh-huh.
That's a smash for me.
I'm gonna call that a scram.
Yeah,
Really?
I
Has
thought
it?
you were going to say it looked a lot like Bruce Jenner photoshopped.
Him. It looks like him.
Oh yeah, kind of
Oh, God,
does.
no, I see it now. Okay. Oh, thank God you got me before I actually jumped into bed with this in. You just saved my life.
Oof. Now
Yeah, that's close.
he claims that he is absolutely not an adherent of that religious movement. Well, that's giving it a lot of credit. He's not a complete dupe for that fake charlatan.
I mean, the necklace says otherwise.
It
doesn't it?
absolutely does. Yes, thank you. He picked up on that. Yeah, his little
Of course,
dollar
yeah.
store
He's
Buddha pendant. Yeah, it's
Yeah. Douche neck.
That is
It's called a
currently
douche
turning his neck fucking green.
see. Sam sees it. It looks like a younger Caitlyn Jenner or a very photoshopped Caitlyn Jenner. I also know how to use the liquefy filter. In any case, let's talk about ocean sludge. According to the
please.
Cayman News Service, a new horror has revealed itself as the sargassum blob. Gross. Look at that shit.
Got some bloggers in
Ugh.
Yeah.
Poseidon come everywhere?
Oh man, it
Fucking Poseidon.
this shit gets bad.
That's what he calls it. He doesn't call it an orgasm, it's a sarcasm.
This is...
Scientists have discovered that
I'm glad Caligula went after him, man. What a fucking pervert. you know?
and Valine was all up on this too. She knows it in the same way she sent me 2 articles, and I'm like, I've already got 2 articles. That's great that we had to. We're twisted in similar ways. It's strange. She'll send me articles, and it's like I've covered like 2/3 of it already. I don't know how we end up in.
She sent me a couple articles, but none of them were about giant beach cum.
Well, scientists have discovered that a flesh-eating bacteria is interacting
No.
with
Zombie virus. Cool.
with sargassum and decaying plastic in the ocean, creating the perfect pathogen storm that has implications for both marine and public health. Researchers have found that the bacteria might be adapting to plastic and living in sargassum, washing up on beaches in a new environmental horror.
I'm kind of done with environmental horrors for the time being, you know?
Yeah, no, the entire Earth is always trying to kill somebody or survive and revive somebody, so I'm over it. Fuck them.
I'm sated.
Well, okay, so just so you know, that is not the sargassum. It's actually they're microorganisms. The sargassum, they're very, very small, but they grow into these long strings, so they end up being like seagrass that don't plant, they just float like a lot of seaweed does. The living stuff is all under the water and blue-green. All this brown shit on top, that's the stuff that's floated to the top and is dead and rotting because it's exposed to the air and sunlight. It fucking reeks.
How are they going to blame this on climate change?
Trump. Oh, okay.
Both. I say both, because Trump pulled back restrictions from the EPA that actually weren't doing anything to help the environment, just creating an ever larger bureaucracy. So therefore, every piece of environmental damage is his fault. See, it all comes together.
Of course.
But the thing that you might not have known, I heard of the blob before, but not in this detail. The seaweed has already begun washing up on local shores. Local, they mean Cayman, but it's also washing up on Florida shores. That's how wide it is, the blob. Given the current size of the Atlantic Ocean sargassum belt, dubbed the, quote, Great Blob, has grown to reach more than 5,500 miles across.
No shit.
Whoa.
I mean, that was the movie, The Blob.
Yeah, it just keeps fucking growing. And this is what you will see. Not the shit underneath the water where it's alive, but all the dead shit that's floated to the top and is rotting. And now it has flesh-eating bacteria growing in it that's surviving off of fucking plastic.
I mean, that sounds like a win-win, honestly.
I mean, yeah, it's eating plastic. We've got a big plastic problem. Just don't go in
Stuff
the
is
water.
dying and it's eating plastic. Yeah, all right.
Right, don't go in the water. Just treat it like Dante's Peak at the moment, you know? Just chill out for a little. Plus everything, oh, that's all dead? Yeah, well, fucking half the stuff in the ocean is dead. Anyway, it just doesn't normally float to the top. It'll end up going back down again. It's fine.
Well, the
It'll
problem
be
is that the
fine.
flesh has, okay, like Lupus Alba says here, but eating the plastic is good then, no? Not that it's surviving off of it, because this blob is becoming a bigger problem than the plastics are, because they're cultivating flesh-eating bacteria. It's a giant petri dish heaven for flesh-eating bacteria
Yeah.
in the ocean that's 5,500 miles across of a petri dish.
As long as it doesn't learn how to walk, we're going to be fine.
Yet.
And the flesh-eating bacteria is also dangerous to, not just us, but, of course, we're the most important consideration, but all of the sea life, too. So it's a giant...
like Poseidon.
So like you said, Drunkle, it really is like the blob. It's a blob of death that kills everything in its path, including, the krill. Sorry, called krill, but it's true. And all of the other things that everything else eats, and all the way up the food chain.
All right, so we build a wall, and we get the blob to pay for it.
Massive amounts of seaweed washing ashore in Florida contains flesh-eating bacteria that can likely cause leaky gut syndrome.
Oh, tell me more about
The
that.
shits.
So you went the shits, whereas I pictured you just get a hole in your stomach. And it'd be like a skeleton trying to eat a meal, it just falls
Isn't
out
that-
the bottom.
Isn't that the other name of fucking Ebola?
What?
Leaky gut syndrome?
Is it?
Ebola's
Oh, it
leaky
sounds right.
everything, isn't it?
Yeah, everything leaks in Ebola. Time already?
The whale, no!
Alright, give it a
Yeah,
minute.
well... But is the
My
bat one
God, this
coming
is
in?
written... Oh, for God's sake.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Cult of Krill, thank you for the 825. Now I have a sad. Yeah, it's that the blob is moving and wiping out everything in its path and washing
You
ashore.
called him out by name.
Yeah.
Bobby, you called him out by name.
Well, to apologize, I was extending a sympathetic olive branch. The seaweed blankets the beaches with its thick brown algae emitting a strong odor as it decomposes. What they don't tell you in the story is that thick brown shit is also what makes up that 5,000 mile across blob that's also rotting on the surface. So yeah, when you're out there doing your sea cruise over to the, wherever, across the Atlantic, and all of a sudden, like, let's go above deck, honey. And all of a sudden it smells like dead bodies. Yeah, you'll know why. Oh, look at all the
Oh,
brown
fellas.
shit.
What
I gotta
actually
jump.
pisses
I'll
me
catch you
off-
later.
All right.
Catch you later, everybody.
See ya.
Have a good night, Sinatra.
What actually pisses me off more than anything here, Polly, is the name of the author is James Gordon. He
Oh, yeah.
could have called himself Jim,
Good point.
and he would have been Commissioner Gordon
But
from
no,
Batman.
yeah, I get that. I think everyone did.
No, that was for the chat.
Oh, but I think they got it too.
Well, you don't know.
Okay, so Drunko, we
Let's
talked
be
about
honest.
Taco
Stick
Bell.
Michael ain't the smartest. Yes, we did.
Yeah, Taco
Yeah.
Bell. They used to have this tagline in commercials, run for the border.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah, because
That's dark. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
It's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
well, you know what? We're products of the current year. There actually isn't a problem with that. Oh, Jesus. I forgot how loud I made that fart over the intercom system. Jesus, it scared the shit out of me. You okay over there, Jungle?
Yeah, no, it's getting to the point where I've got to start being quiet.
Oh, right. You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the 425. What is this again? Sinatra made it, so, it's good. It's a man farting into the public intercom system and letting everybody know that he's a little flatulent today at
It's what
the supermarket.
any of us would do the same thing, surely.
No, Kiefer Dam, the
Give
pun
the
wasn't
options.
intended, but I'll take it anyway. No, we're products of current era, man. It's not actually a problem. It run for the border just means like, run to Mexico for their cuisine because it's awesome. So come to Taco Bell because we're going to pretend that this is Mexican food.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Because Taco Bell, I mean, like Pizza Hut not being very popular in Italy, Taco Bell didn't really take off in Mexico either.
No, it didn't, but that's fine. It's not Mexican food anyway. It's Tex-Mex. And it's
Yeah,
not
but
even
I'm-
that.
I'm
It's a
just-
fast food 7-Eleven version of Tex-Mex, which I happen to think is fantastic junk food.
I'm just saying, if it did take off in Mexico, they'd probably change their slogan.
Probably. Don't run anywhere, stay here. But
Yeah.
that doesn't roll off the tongue.
Your economy needs you.
Okay, so when I'm gathering articles at like 5 o'clock in the morning and I haven't slept for longer than I should have, insomnia and all,
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how much the insomnia medication my doctor wants to prescribe to me costs?
Do I?
You know my healthcare does not cover it through campus or the private healthcare I pay for.
You know, he consulted me on it.
Yeah, you know, mailing people medication internationally is quite illegal.
Well, you also know that I get my prescriptions over the phone. Just like I do my blood tests over the phone, apparently.
You know, I'm not going to be angry about the fact that you could get the insomnia medication that I can't get for cheap through NHS, assuming that you can't even get it, that's been allowed by the near infinite UK bureaucracy. Because you got to live in the UK, and that's punishment enough.
Thank you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I did, honestly, mate, Xanax just sends me to sleep like anything.
Holy shit, your doctor's willing to prescribe you Xanax?
No, I've got a guy.
Oh.
Comes from Turkey, I think.
My doctor's such a prude, man. He won't prescribe me any fun drugs at all.
They are fun. They're just lovely. Best night's sleep I've ever had. I don't wake up drowsy or anything.
You know, my doctor at one point actually said the line from Fight Club. He's writing on his pad, like, you know, filling in the notes of what was happening. Blah, blah, blah. Rutger Dubenstein came in today.
What's your name? Robert Paulson. Yeah.
No, he's
I'm
writing
so
on it.
stupid.
And I said, you know, but Doc, the over-the-counter sleep medication gives me a massive hangover the next day. Like,
Oh, yeah, it does.
I feel drowsed out for days. I know it doesn't affect some people like that. It does me. And he goes, well, he goes, some off-label use for painkillers for sleep, but I'm not going to do that for you. What you should do is chew valerian root. And like, I'm just sitting there staring at him while he's writing, waiting for him to look up from his clipboard. Like, you said the thing from Fight Club. Chew valerian root? And what happened to Edward Norton in Fight Club when he couldn't get sleep?
Oh, he made millions.
Well, he actually started underground boxing clubs and created a
You mean the character?
domestic
right.
terrorist network.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's it, yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going to. I just might imagine Brad Pitt into existence, and nobody wants that.
No, one Brad Pitt is too Brad Pitts too many, to be honest, mate.
Right?
Mm.
Yeah, so anyway, donate generously so I can actually afford to sleep. Yay!
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Holy shit, did I just
mean,
e-beg for prescription money? My God, this is what it's
I'm
come
not
to.
mad, I do the same thing. Because I buy mine on the fucking black market. Like, yeah, fucking donate to me so I can get some Xanax in my life.
No, for like nightly, so 30 pills a month, you know, or 30 tablets actually it is a month. I think it's $225. $225.
I think I'm paying like
Yeah.
I got 100 coming. I think I'm paying like £200 for them.
Yeah, I don't have the money for a $225 monthly bill. Fuck that.
Well, yeah, but then this is also not prescription. This is, you know, from.
Oh, yeah, that's different. Well, what I need to do is start exercising and
Oh yeah, that'll help you out. Yeah, I mean,
caffeination within, you know, half an hour going to sleep probably isn't helping.
Xanax is for when I'm like really bad and, you know, I need to sleep and I've got work, you know, in like 5 hours.
Truth be told, I don't fuck with opioids, man. Not interested. Not going down that road. No way. No thanks.
Dude, I mean, even with a fucking green Xanax, I'll take half of it. I'll break it in half. So, like, you know, I'm getting 100 of them, so which means I'm gonna have 200 fucking doses. I have them like.
You need to stop self-snitching. You're dry snitching on the internet right now, man. Just stop.
Sorry, no, I'm not. No, because fucking. Oh, I am, aren't I? But still, what I'm saying is that's gonna last me like fucking 2 years. Probably a lot longer than 2 years because I don't take them very often at all.
Well, on that note, wow. Okay, thank you, Shadowclaw, for the $1. Hey, Polly, if you ever do Polly plushie, I shall buy it. I know Makeship may help you. Yeah, I opened a tab for Makeship. I want to look into it because I don't know anything about. Drunkle, it might come as a surprise to you, but I don't know anything about making custom teddy bears.
Why would you?
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So it's all fresh news to me.
What comes from the heart to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
First ingredient is love.
Flesh-eating bacteria. Oh, right. So run for the border. So I can't sleep last night as it was. So I'm putting together today's AAA show and I'm gathering articles. This sent me into hysterical giggles. And then I woke up the next day. I'm like, I don't think that was nearly as funny as it was. Okay, so this guy is taken into custody in 2019 for murdering somebody at a Taco Bell. Or in 2019, murdered someone at a Taco Bell. All right?
Okay.
Jorge Luis Tellez, 25. Now, it's not funny he murdered somebody in a
I
Taco
can hear
Bell.
you smiling. I can hear you smiling as you're reading it. out already.
Okay, I'm just reading the story and I'm like, so what happened? What somebody was doing with a 16-year-old in a Taco Bell parking lot at 2 o'clock in the morning that led to you shooting him in the stomach? That was baffling, but I kept reading. It's like, do you know where he ran? Mexico.
Burger King?
Mexico.
Oh, you ran to the border.
He ran to the fucking border after shooting someone at Taco Bell. I can't tell you how fucking funny this was at 5 a.m. I cannot tears. I was choking and trying to breathe. I'm like, he ran the fuck, he did the thing. It was
No way.
yeah. So, insomnia sucks, but it does lead to some good laughs.
He did the thing. Honestly, is he to blame here? Could he blame it on Taco Bell? Like, in a court of law?
No, he blamed it on an argument gone wrong. That's
no,
it.
I mean, the fleeing to the border. He just like, yeah, I shot the guy, then I looked up and these words just lit up in the night sky. Run to the border. And I thought, yeah.
He received a revelation to take off to the border. No, I just,
Right.
I can't handle this Tex-Mex 7-Eleven crap. I need to go get some real enchiladas off to the border. All right, here we go. I can't even make sense of this story, and I'm not going to try. Let's just enjoy the weirdness. Correctional officer charged in Wasco State Prison standoff. Who was the correctional officer charged? Well, here we go. Prosecutors have filed charges against a correctional officer arrested in January after authorities say he barricaded himself in a section of Wasco State Prison while armed with a gun.
Okay.
All right.
Pretty standard.
Okay. He faces charges of assault with a gun and bringing alcohol and drugs into prison, both felonies, as well as a misdemeanor charge of brandishing a gun. He's free on $50,000 bail. They weren't wanting to hold him in prison, you see. Just after 9 p.m. on January 3rd, Walter barricaded himself in a building on the north side of the prison used by staff to control and supervise inmates, according to the California Department of Corrections. A crisis response team was activated. I just love the language. Jackbooted thugs rushed the joint. Oh, now I know what you mean.
Jackbooted thugs.
With assistance from teams that responded from other prisons, convinced him to surrender the following morning. So for reasons absolutely undescribed, no motivation offered, this guy with a bunch of drugs and alcohol in a prison that he had smuggled in, and with a firearm he wasn't supposed to have at the time, decided to barricade himself up behind mattresses and blocks the door and everything, and he's back there armed with drugs and alcohol. Why? I just love his particular kind of snapping. If you're going to snap, yeah, man, go big or stay home.
It's kind of, maybe he thought like, they'll give up and go home, and then I could just sneak out. Dude, I mean, I don't know what goes through these people's minds. I see it every fucking weekend. At my pub, there's always someone who fucking gets told to leave by the bouncer, and he argues. Like he thinks he's going to be the first person in history to convince the doorman that actually he is in the wrong. And that's no different to what's going on here. Like, if I put enough mattresses up against the door, then these people would just give up and go home.
Right? No, that's not going to happen. Especially when they're calling in a crisis rapid action response team, and they're calling in other rapid action response teams from other fucking prisons. Good. No, man. They're not paying all that overtime without dragging your ass out of there, 5-point restraints.
Avocatus in the chat has it right. He says he barricaded himself in a prison. They could have just left him alone. He was already where he was going to end up. I mean, you're right.
That's not an unfair point.
Just lock the door and walk away.
The man made himself a little prison inside the prison. It was like a Russian doll situation.
It's the prison in his mind.
Okay, so Morris Wortman. So odd, this story.
That guy is so a Morris.
Yes, he is. This is also the guy
I-
that
I'll run
used
to the
his own
bathroom real
sperm
quick,
at the sperm donor clinic, so he's got like hundreds of children. That guy?
I gotta go to the bathroom, Polly. Carry on, though. I can still hear you.
All right, well, I will share with chat. This guy dies as his plane falls apart mid-flight. Huh. See, he thought he could play God. But as Sergeant Lincoln Osiris would say, no, he got judged by him. It may be cold, but I can't just, okay. Yeah, this is the guy who impregnated unbelievable amounts of women without their knowledge, of course, with his own sperm. And yeah, out of nowhere, his flight decides to come apart. The plane decides to come apart midair. And yeah, that's it for Morris. Just, maybe it's not as funny as I think it is, but yeah, you know. I want to move on to this story about... Okay. Let me lay out some weird details for you. Look at this. The U.S. needs a diversity, equity, and inclusion czar. Opinion. This is opinion in... boom, there we go. In Newsweek. Really? We need a DEI, or what we should really be calling it, DIE, inclusion czar? We need somebody who's a cabinet-level official in the United States to oversee federal policy and enforcement of federal policy for diversity, equity, and inclusion laws, criteria that every corporation in America, and of course every aspect of the federal government would have to abide by, and then, you know, force filter that down onto the states. Why does the... Yeah, no, we don't. Exactly, Zombie Teddy. Yeah, it just... What the hell? I'm thinking, who would take such a bizarre position? You get Department of Energy, Department of Agriculture, Department of Defense, Department of State. You guys get the idea. Department of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Are you... What? Angelina Ergistan. What are you suggesting? The founder of Edge Certified Foundation? Wait. My immediate first guess was, hold on. You're the founder of the Edge Certified Foundation. That's a diversity, equity, and inclusion company, isn't it? You sell diversity, equity, and inclusion training, and that's why you're advocating this. That's my guess. Let's go just duck it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Here's her company, Edge Certification, Certification for Workplace Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. You could pay them all kinds of money, and you go through jump through all kinds of hoops and shit, and get their registered trademark, love that, certification that you are, in fact, a diverse company that has diverse initiatives to, you know, be as inclusive as possible. And your certification only lasts, I was reading through it, 2 years. And then it expires, at which point you have to be recertified. See, that won't... This is a giant scam on her part. This is racketeering. And you guys know I love racketeers. I love seeing mobsters and the scams that they pull. This is a scam I don't love, because it is such a bottom-feeding, blood-sucking approach. This Swiss woman founds this company where she pays no taxes and hides all of her income, and then goes around the world selling certification to prove your company is woke and meeting their arbitrary made-up standards, and trying to get corporations to buy into it so they will continually pay to be recertified. And she thinks that there should be a diversity, equity, and inclusion czar in America. Gee, what company do you think that she thinks they should go towards to give all of the federal employees training? Perhaps her company? Newsweek, you fucking retards. You gave this person not an opinion article, but a chance to run a giant ad promotion. This is the state of news entertainment. Yeah, the long con zombie. Exactly. Who is she anyway? Just looking over here. This is still at the website and who we are. Prior to being the co-founding CEO of Edge Certified Foundation, she acquired extensive professional experience as a consultant with Arthur Andersen and Andersen Consulting as a trader. Arthur Andersen, if you don't know, was a legendary accounting firm that was up for almost a century. They were the gold standard of accounting firms. Who cares about that? Because when you had Arthur Andersen looking over your books and they signed off on deals you were doing, that meant that everything was 100% above board. Arthur Andersen's entire business model is nobody can make us sell out. We are 100% trustworthy. Except, of course, they went down with Enron because they signed off on all the illegal, underhanded, multi-billion-dollar scams that Enron was running with their mark-to-market accounting. Well done, Enron. You managed to collapse the world's oldest, most trusted accounting firm by corrupting all of them to sign off on your blatantly illegal deals. And so once their trust was gone, yeah, Arthur Andersen collapsed immediately. And that's where this woman got her wealth of professional experience from. And shockingly, against all expectations, this huckster who worked for a huckster company that collapsed because of its hucksterism went on to found, holy shit, a diversity and inclusion company based out of fucking Switzerland. I mean, I just was reading about this last night, like I said, because I couldn't sleep, and holy shit, mega scam. There really is so much evidence that the whole diversity and intersectionalism, it's a moneymaker. It's like Black Lives Matter, buy large mansions. They're pimping all of us, especially corporate America and taxpayers in general, and politicians that are afraid to tell them no because of the labels they might get hit up with. I feel like we're being used by, I don't know. It sounds like the tactics David Koresh would use at the Branch Davidian. You have to stay here and keep giving me your personal money, or else you're a sinner or a bad person. I feel like we're all part of a giant fucking cult and being manipulated.
I think I mean, I think we all feel like that, to be honest. You can take it even further into popular culture. Either you know, The Little Mermaid is a brilliant movie, or you're racist. Either the Ghostbusters remake was brilliant, or you're sexist.
Yeah, right. Right.
I mean, these tactics have been, and the thing is, these tactics are being used now because they have been proven to be effective as well. Because no one who isn't racist wants to be called racist.
Yeah. And you can't prove you're not racist, so, you know, impossible position. Wonderful.
And that's the thing. It's working. It is actually a viable tactic.
All right, let's move on to something completely fucking different. Pedestrians and cyclists. I had no idea how often they take risks in front of trains. I didn't think people really did this outside of, you know, cartoons, I guess.
Right.
Watch this shit.
Okay. What's this?
And watch.
Train dash cam?
What, buddy?
Oh my god! What the fuck were you thinking, you idiot?
Why you watch that again? How fucking oblivious are you?
Could you not hear it?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
can make it.
Even with
I can make it,
earbuds
I
in,
can make
could you feel it?
Wasn't there like a sign or a barrier?
I don't
or
think he
fence?
gave a fuck. This is a cut of a few of them, 3 or 4 of them, but that's the worst one. The first one, that was the narrowest miss. Wow. Check this guy out.
Like
I need to get over to the other side. I'm not going to use the walkover. No, fuck it.
No.
Yeah,
no.
it's fine.
No. Oh no. Oh, you fucking it. Oh my. Oh, no, it's too high. It's too high.
Yeah. Well, okay, so it comes, and yeah, it's a good thing the train conductor was paying attention to your dumb ass, and that you didn't slip trying to get up that very high wall, or
that train would have started
platform.
braking about half a mile before he even saw that guy. It takes so long for a train to slow down to a stop.
Why? Are you that close to a train? What are you even doing in the center of the tracks?
What's over the other side that is worth risking your life for?
The opposing platform going in the other direction. Like one side is going one way, the other side is going the other way. Oh, I need to get over there. Yeah, they have walkovers for that.
Yeah.
And they have walkways for that have little, you know, a train's coming, don't go over it, you know. No, fuck that. I know what I'm doing.
They have signs. But then again, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm in
Watch the
favour of
bicyclists.
removing these
Look at 'em.
signs.
Guys.
You idiots. Do not walk across the track. It should not need to be said.
Look at this guy up here, okay? Oh wait, he's kind of cut off there for chat. Let me just, there we go. Okay, so Buddy's up there, and he wants to go across the other side. The
Okay,
gates
we
are
all do.
closed, right?
Right.
You can't see how close
What does that normally mean? A gate's closed.
Yeah, don't go through. He just opens the gate, walks
just
across.
opens-
It's like, how close is the train? Oh, watch. He just walks across. Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, nonchalant. Are you,
Was it worth it?
did you see how fucking close the train was when he boom? Dude, he just,
If you get hit by that, because even when like they're going through, of course, those trains are hit their top speed when they're going from like city to city, town to town. But even when they're going through an area like this, they are still going at an incredible speed. That if that hits you,
Yeah.
you are just a pink mist.
if you trip and fall, like that's what I would be thinking about. It's like, I'm not walking across there because margin for error is 0. Absolutely fucking 0. And how many times do I trip and fall just walking? Well, not very often at all, very rarely. But I don't die if I trip and fall. I will if I do that here. I just don't get it. What was the
That's
emergency to get across?
It was just, that was so casual.
Yeah. Hands in his pockets.
Was it worth it? See, I don't do that because I have, my mother loves me. And I wouldn't do that to her, Polly. I'm 36 today, right? I was in the top floor of a building. It was and I just looked at it was one of those windows that you could open out right out. And I just opened up the window and just like leant out the window a little bit just to look down and went, wow. And she went, Millard, get the fuck away from the window. You're going to fall and die, right? I'm 36. But it's one of those where she, like, of course she feels like that because dickheads do things like this.
Oh, no shit. The guy who played Hyde on that 70s show, and I know him as a Scientology member, he was just found guilty for a shadow cat at 2 charges of 2 of 3 forcible rape charges.
Well, that's that. I mean, okay, fair enough. It actually happened.
Is that old
but you don't
news?
need to Well, no, it's not that. He was on a show called The Ranch, which was basically that 70s show later on.
All right.
It was about ranch workers, and he was great on it, but because he got accused of it, they dropped him from the show. Purely because of the accusation. I don't get me wrong. Hey, okay, all right, so he got convicted of it. All right, fair enough. Credit where credit's due, or not credit. You know what I was saying. But they didn't. Accusations are being given too much power. Do you know what I mean? You can just ruin someone's life just by saying he did this.
Yeah. True. Let's. Yeah, that's what gets me on the stuff of filing false accusations does not carry nearly enough time. Where's the disincentive?
Yeah, it's hard to deal with it though, isn't it? Because don't get me wrong, there is the other side of it. Like, it will stop people with genuine accusations from coming forward because they'd be afraid that if it doesn't go their way, then it's going to go. They're going to get locked up or something, which I kind of understand. But also, you do want to disincentivize people from just seeing how easy it is, and it is easy. That's the issue. Like, I'm not saying that they should go to fucking get the same fucking sentence, like a false rape accusation should also get the same sentence for actual rape. But there should also be, like, as you said, we should disincentivize. What actually? You might find this interesting because you're a man of some faith. I think all of this actually comes down to a lack of spirituality. Because there was a time when people wouldn't do things like this because
Of
they
their own
felt
accord,
they would,
if you know what I mean.
well, because they felt they would be punished for it, for telling lies, for ruining someone's life in the afterlife. But now there's no one really believes in that anymore, so they're just like, well, fuck it. What I can do has
maybe
no
for some people
consequence.
it was punishment in the next life, sure. But I think for when you completely separate yourself from, there is nothing larger than myself, there is nothing greater than myself, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people, not everyone, but I think an unfortunate number of people will become self-focused egomaniacs, and it won't look that way, it won't feel that way, not to them. It's just, there is nothing larger than me. Self-interest, personal interest is the whole thing, and me. I'm not trying to say that is the one cause of the endless
No, certainly not,
self-focused
no.
gazing that's going on with millennials and Gen Zers. No, I don't think it's the sole cause. I definitely think it's a factor in there, though. And I don't think
agree.
everybody who doesn't see something larger than themselves would respond that way, but I do think a number of them will.
I wholeheartedly concur, and I say that as an atheist as well. But I think I'm not saying morality comes from spirituality, but I think a lot of people could do with it, especially when they're going like, no matter what I do, there is no greater consequence.
Yeah. Well, speaking of people that aren't really concerned about particular consequences, ex-Navy officer charged with murder of wife who was found dismembered in a Georgia woods. Now,
Of course, it's Wednesday. Of course.
it's always topical, Drunkle.
It's not topical, it's a pattern.
I'm just reporting on the news. This is something that happens.
It's not even a pattern, it's suspicious at this point, Polly.
I'll tell you, remember, it's never about the gore for me. It's about the complete incompetency of corpse disposal. It drives me nuts.
I know. But then you're seeing it as something to get angry about, whereas what you should be seeing it as is a business opportunity. Polly's corpse disposal.
This
We do it
particular
right,
man,
so
who,
you don't get wronged.
I mean, we're assuming. What's up, Nathan Rats? We're assuming that this man isn't a complete idiot, having made it up to a fairly high-ranking officer in the Navy. I'm not talking, admiral or anything, but no fool. 41 years old, so it's not like he's aged and stupid. He's not particularly deranged. It's just after he killed his wife, he thinks, I need to get rid of the body. Okay, right, yeah. So what does he do?
Pretty logical.
He doesn't crack at the joint points, which is how you're supposed to do it, or how you should anyway. It's the most efficient means.
So we've heard.
16 pieces. That's not joint cracking. You'd have far less parts that way. So he cut her up into little bitty pieces. And so what does he do? He drives off to the Georgia forest. I'm assuming with the body parts in a duffel bag or garbage bags or something. There's no detail on that. But he just walks around and tosses the body parts into the woods. Doesn't bury them. Just tosses them.
Well, just like throws them out.
Yeah.
He's like,
And they
just throwing corn out for chickens.
Right. And they, as always happens in these cases, somebody's out walking through the woods, someone's out walking their dog, someone's hiking, hunting, whatever the fuck, and they come across, oh, hey, look, a human head. Oh, hey, look, a fucking torso. And so what do? They call the cops. Hey, man, there's a fucking torso out there. No arms, no legs, no body, head. And so
It's a human jigsaw.
Yeah. And so how did it get traced back to? Well, this woman was missing. They were looking for her in that general area, and female body parts appear in a forest not far from where she went missing. They do a DNA comparison between the body and that missing woman's sister, her nearest relative. And boom, same woman. So they go talk to the Navy officer and they're like, where were you on this particular day that she went missing? Oh, I was nowhere near there. Well, your phone says differently, sir.
Oh, I didn't leave the phone at home.
Yeah, leave your fucking phone at home when you're disposing of a body or going to murder someone. I don't want people to get away with murder. It just blows my mind that they're so bad at it. The final kicker is that all of the body parts were dispersed in a 2-mile square circle in the woods. So he really did just walk around and hand over there, forearm over there, femur over here. So he just walks for 10 minutes in one direction and throws a body part. And that was his idea of corpse disposal. Oh, this is me hiding the evidence. You didn't even try and bury anything? Nope. Just tossed him on top of the leaves.
Can we start our own show? You know how there are so many true crime podcasts out there. They get into the grisly details and shit like that, and it's always women because women love it, right? But how about if we started one where we bring up murders like this, and it'd be called "How I Would Have Done It."
Fustonia, note it. Leave phone at home. I'm not giving advice. This is all hypothetical discussion about real crime. If Stephanie Harlow can do it, I certainly can. And as a final piece of just, really? The man's middle name is Killian.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I'm not even kidding. It really is.
That's worse than the Riddler being called
I don't.
Edward.
It's like Nicholas James Casostis. Is it what you see his full name? Like his full name is, and it's his first middle name is Killian. I see why you didn't put it in the subheading because like that just looks bad, right? But you know,
John kills his wife.
yeah. Do you know who's not afraid of looking bad in their headlines? Body parts washing up near Arthur Kill concern Elizabeth residents.
For Christ's sake.
Wait, so yes, body parts are washing up in a place called Arthur Kill. And so to keep it short, like I said, you want to talk about some like around this time, it was like 6 a.m. giggliness. This line, I'm like, no way. Police have confirmed the torso was discovered in the water on May 16th and the leg on May 21st. Those who walk in the area every day say that it is becoming a concern.
Yeah, no shit. Give him a hand.
Really? It's becoming a concern for you that torsos and legs and arms are washing up, huh? Hey, it's disturbing because it means you can't walk around here without seeing somebody dead in the water, says resident Raymond.
Maybe walk your dog somewhere else, Ray.
See, but I don't know. Well, how about taking some personal responsibility? You moved to a place called Arthur Kill.
Yeah.
What's your part in this, Ray?
Right. What happened to your wife?
Killian's a very common name over here, Sam says, in France. Yeah,
French.
the suspicious. All right, let's move on to our titular article so you can get off to bed and be quiet as a church mouse.
Yeah. Actually, I said to the agency, quiet as a baby mouse, but yeah, very close, very close.
And Drunkle, I think you're going to like this one particularly.
Love it.
Smooth Donut has a nice ring to it. Is it? Sora Luna, it is!
Oh, yes!
Sora Luna 24. Stuffed donuts.
Yeah.
Well, the entire thing is, what are they stuffed with? That's the question. Mr. Donut unveils a new type of donut stuffed with 2 different fillings. What are the fillings? Why, they're smooth beef stew and potatoes.
Oh, no. No.
They took stew, blended it smooth, and stuffed it in one side, like half of it, and the other half is potatoes.
So isn't there like a little bit of dough in between the potato and the stew, or is there a point where they touch?
I think there's a point where they touch. You get a little bit of gravy on your potatoes, as is stew over top of mashed potatoes or whipped potatoes is good.
Oh, I agree. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but just not in donut form.
Not in donut form because my original title for this article or stream, I was thinking, sweet and savory gone horribly wrong. Why would you want sweet donut cake dough batter around your stew and potatoes? That's horrible. Oh man.
This is the thing that's always got me about America, though, because you have the chicken waffles.
Hey, chicken and waffles is good.
Yeah, but that's sweet and savory. Like, it's not.
Why are you running?
Smooth stew. Smooth stew, says Stew. Thank you, Stew. Stop making it difficult for me to be quiet, for Christ's sake. Thank you very much. Oh, Polly, why are they doing it in a ring donut form of all things? Like,
because it's got a nice ring to it.
Oh, you prick.
Blame Far. That was her pun.
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I'm meat punching. But they're just making work for themselves here,
Well, okay, so let's say the stew and potato doesn't do smooth stew and potato doesn't do it for you. Well, they got another kind that's filled with mashed potatoes and tomato-based spicy meat mix.
That's not even a mixture. All right, so beef stew and potato, okay. That's something people have, but who has That's not a mix.
I I don't excuse me. I don't think anybody is surprised that Japan's got weird food, but hey man, this is what got my attention. I didn't know they were doing donuts over in Japan, but I'm not surprised that they went this direction with it, unfortunately. And in case you're curious, the smooth stew and potato one is topped with sprinkled parsley, and the cheese-flavored mashed potatoes and tomato-based spicy meat mix is topped with paprika on a donut.
I was going to ask, yeah, so thank you for clearing that up.
Doesn't far get blamed enough already. Well, the responsibility lay where it does, I'll be telling you. And they do have one actual, seeming like it would be good donut. Sweet red bean paste and heavy cream, whipped cream.
Bean and cream.
Yeah, the sweet red bean paste is actually okay if you've ever had it. It is a dessert thing.
No.
It's kind of like a custard of sorts.
Yeah. Well, then why not just have custard?
Because they're Japan and they love their red bean pastes, man. It's the basis of, oh man, soup stocks. That's the basis of miso soup. Oh Lord, yeah. It doesn't surprise me they put it in a donut.
All of this surprises me. How are you not surprised?
I'm surprised at I was horrified by the notion of smooth beef stew. That's what did it for me.
Good. That just means you're normal.
It's because beef stew's supposed to be, chunks of carrots and potatoes and beef in a nice broth, heavy, thick gravy broth, right? Stew. Hell yeah. You blended it smooth and put it in a donut? Fuck.
I'm cooking bolognese.
Bolognese?
No, not bolognese, you twat.
What are you saying? You're
It's
whispering.
like a stew, but
It's strange.
I'm sorry. It's the stew I'm making tonight. It's like a stew, but instead of stock, you use just a shit ton of red wine. It's like a bolognese. I call it a bourgeois.
Oh, beef bourguignon.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, because it's burgundy wine.
Yeah.
But I ain't got beef, so I'm using pork. So I'm cooking a pork bourgeois, right? And it's going to be delicious.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Drunkle has plenty of pig.
I do so much pig.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not putting it in donut form.
Maybe you should.
No, I'm not.
Well, don't go the Japanese direction. Go the English direction. Put it in a pastry roll.
I am going the English direction. I'm using pork instead of beef.
No, you need to cook the pork as you were going to and put it inside of the pastry roll and, fuck Greg's.
If that's what it takes to get back at Greg's. So be it.
Then I'll do it. God damn it. And unlike Greg's, I'm going to put seasoning on my meat. Okay.
My donut is seasoned with thyme.
So in any case, there it is. That brings us to the end of another episode. Just wanted to wrap it up here. Sinatra does not have anything coming up, he told me before the show, so he won't be posting anything over on his other channels, but keep an eye out for that. Drunkle, are you going to do any gamage at all, or are you off to be church mouse quiet?
Are you kidding me? I can't even fucking talk right now, mate. No, unfortunately, no. As I said on Monday and Friday last week, all of my Twitch streams are going to be held before the AAA meeting from now on, due to falsified complaints held against me, which, quite frankly, are akin to 9/11. Even though they are falsified, I still have to be seen. I have to prove that it's not me by being as quiet as a baby mouse.
I sense no exaggeration in anything you said whatsoever. Seems legit.
Okay, that sounds sarcastic, but we're going to roll with it. So the next Twitch stream I will
Not
be
to
doing
fear,
will
little
be,
children.
before-
I will help.
You ain't helping nothing. You're going to be in a trust, lady. You were saying, I'm sorry, your next stream.
That's okay, it's okay, dude. I will be, the next Twitch stream will be before the AAA on Friday, which also means I will be on time for the AAA on Friday because I will still be here. That's when we'll be hunting some aliens again over on twitch.tv/drunkleplays.
Beef bergamot. Thank you for the 650.
Oh god damn it.
Okay, that was good. I don't want sour limey beef. That's disgusting. That's like British cooking or something. No one wants that.
Fuck you, man.
All right, so yeah, I will have the new donation with the golf ball limes for next week, which will be fuck that. I'll have it for Friday. Yeah, I'll have it up for Friday. Screw that. But as the new additions come into the Polydub waiting room and sitting room and gentlemen's club and whatnot, add a little bit more. Finally got the ticker up and going, and that was a mission to have that happen. I have complained before about the Streamlabs UI. It is as user-friendly as 1992 AOL. I hate the user interface on Streamlabs, man. It's so bad. The entire website is designed to get you to use Streamlabs OBS. I will not use Streamlabs OBS. It was open source software that they claimed as their own, and then force you to attempt to use it by making their website insufferable. Well, my tolerance is higher than theirs. Fuck you, I ain't using your goddamn OBS. I'm using OBS Studio, and that's the way that it is.
You tell him, man.
Damn right.
And fuck Poseidon.
Yeah, son of a bitch. But in the meantime, Drunkle, where can they catch us next? Give us a little ASMR scheduling.
Well, actually, I mean, Festonia said, "Drunkle, read me a bedtime story right now, please." This is for you, Festonia. We're going to be back on Friday on the Silent Sin channel at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. EST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island.
It sounded like you were actually trying to make it enticing at the end.
Oh, that was effortless. Effortless.
Give me a call, honey. We'll meet on Christmas Island.
What have we kissed?
We'll
by
watch the
flying fish
crabs
cove?
migrate. Yeah, that didn't come out as I intended.
Polly gave me crabs.
Dude,
He said he would, so really it's my own fault.
In any case, I'd like to thank everybody for coming by, hanging out with us tonight. I would really like to thank everybody for your extremely generous donations, a entire portion of which will be put aside so I can actually afford the medication not covered by my wildly expensive health insurance. But you know what my health insurance does cover? Pap smears.
Oh, was that? Oh, really?
Yeah. I love subsidizing female health care. It's great. Thank you, insurance companies.
Well, hey, you want to fuck a healthy pussy?
But that's not really the issue here. My point is that I'm paying for shit that I could never fucking use. Because a whole bunch of the other people that are on it use the healthcare system much more than I do, namely women. And so, therefore, we all need to subsidize their healthcare by paying more for it and not getting stuff that we need, like broader prescription coverage, for example. In any case, I'm going to go off and be spaced out from a lack of sleep and stay caffeinated because I got a lot of work and reading to do. But in the meantime, you can go check out all of our back catalogs if you want to see more stuff. And can't wait until Friday at 5:30 p.m. over on the Silent Sin channel. And if not, we'll see you over there then. Have a good night, everybody, and thanks again. Drunkle, say goodnight.
On a time, there was 3 little pigs.
Then what happened?
One of them was taken to the market, sliced up, as you should properly do, and then sold to people for sustenance.
An
The
oddly
second pig
practical
was
story,
used as
but
a-
a life lesson nonetheless. Have a good night, everyone.